Good evening and welcome to Nana's Cooking Craft Corner. I still have some points for live streams, so I'm going to do some live streams until I use up all my points until next month. And then you can decide on getting me motivated and crafting to show you some good ideas. I probably go back to the gel plate. But anyways, I'm here to chat and see how everybody's doing. That's what I came on for. Just to chit chat, see what everybody's up to, and yeah, give me some ideas of what I want to do next. So I'm standing by as you guys are coming through. Hello, we got David 2010, Patricia, and Rachel. Hi, guys. How are you, Patricia? How's it going? Thank you very much. I haven't done anything, but I got the brayer. I'm not saying it right, but the brayer. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. I can't wait to do it again. I owe some live streaming. I got to start doing some crafting, but I'm so busy outside lately that I'm so tired that I just thought I just want to craft instead of doing any. I just want to chat instead of crafting. But I will definitely come back with your brayer because I really like it. I actually like it better than the one I got. It's a softer sponge. I absolutely love it. So I will definitely be coming back doing some more gel printing for sure with different type of gel printing, not just what I've done already because it was fun. But I plan on doing some, I think I'll do some with string and different ideas that I want to do with the gel plate besides the stuff I've already done. So thank you. If anybody wants to come up and chat, you are welcome to come up and chat. But thank you for coming. Just making sure that I was airing right. So I definitely got to work on more live streaming. I have taken a break because I'm tired all the time from outside gardening. Nana, good evening. Hope you're doing wonderful. I don't have any air conditioning staying on at Mom's tonight. Oh, you're at Mom's tonight because you got no air conditioning. Oh, you got to fix your unit there, Will? No, it was. I got to go outside, and it wasn't raining. After earlier, I went outside and checked all the garden stuff, and there was no rain. It was actually looking really well. Thanks for asking, though, David. I appreciate that. So, I got to do some other good stuff here. But yeah, I want to work with the gel plate and just do different things. Oh, you're on a vacation. You want to come up and chat or whatever. You guys are welcome to it. Come. If you don't want to come, that's okay too. But that's why I do live stream. So I can chat. The other way, I can't really talk to you guys. But if you guys want to come up, here's the link. Of course, you got to be my friends and not a troll. But you're all welcome to come up if you want to talk. And then you don't have to just listen to me. I have enough hours. It looks like it's got some StreamYard hours. I'm using it up until I go next month. And I'll save the next 20 hours and do something different and actually start crafting. Like I said, I'm so tired coming up from outside, and we've been cleaning the garage and working outside, painting in the garage, and just a lot of physical labor that I'm so tired to want to craft. I don't have that mojo crafting thing on, but I got to get it back. I'm more thinking I'm going to be more crafting towards the fall, and in the winter is when I love to craft and cook and do all that stuff. Because right now the heating, it's 80 something degrees. I have to do air conditioning. So I actually cook outside or cook with crock pots. I don't do any major cooking in the house. It's too hot. It's so hard on the air conditioner. And like I said, and so we're working on the garage, we're working on outside the gardening and all that. But I will be, as soon as I get my energy level back, I'll definitely be doing a lot of live streaming with crafting. And I got to finish all my journals and everything else. It's just I'm doing so much outside work. That's why I have no energy. I'm just like hot and tired. But it's kind of easy. I know what you mean. It's so hot. It's so hot, Patricia, that I'm so dying. After I get outside doing all the gardening, Then we kind of like we're working on the garage. I'm not physically doing most of the labor. I'm helping, but we had to pull everything out, like one side, then the other side. So we have all the garage walls painted and sealed. Then we're painting the garage floor. I'm not actually, but so I try to help move things around. And I'm physically a little part-time labor for the garage part. And then I do stuff inside the house and go outside in the garden, and a lot of gardening I'm doing. So I'm not in the house. I can't wait though. You watch, Patricia. I will be back and we will craft together and have some fun. Yeah, the heat does not make me feel like I don't have any ambition to craft. Like it almost sucks my brain dry, and I have no creativity because I'm so tired. And I hate that because I absolutely love cooking and crafting. I love doing that stuff, but I will. This channel is all about more of the summer. It'll be in the fall, all the way to the spring. I do it all the way, and the gardening part comes in more in the summertime. And I reverse myself, and I do mostly here all the stuff. That's what I'm going to do. What are you working on? Anybody? Patricia, what are you working on craft-wise? Anything like that? And David, 2010, how you doing, buddy? Were you like hanging around in Green Bay? Yeah, I hope you come and give me some incentive. I owe, as soon as I get my craft on, I will be doing another thing for a volunteer journal. I absolutely love that. So you know that I did autism. You know, I did cystic fibrosis, and somebody has another thing in mind. I wrote it down because I'm not familiar exactly with this one. No, just harvesting seed. Yeah, I bet. Gel printing. Oh, you're gel printing, really? Well, maybe you're going to have to show me some ideas. Do you ever go on a live stream at all, Patricia, or no? It's kind of like you just go and help people out on their live streams. I would love, if you ever want to come up when I do a StreamYard, crafting StreamYard, you're welcome to come up. Oh, sorry, David. Well, I hope you feel better, buddy. I know you did tell me you're sick and you're scoring a 2 and you're still bad. We send in some loves and prayers so you feel better, buddy. I sending some loves and prayers. I hope you feel much better. We got tons of parsnips. You know what? I had issue with throwing that, but I'm not going to talk about gardening here because this is my crafting side of it. So we're going to be talking about crafting side, and I want Patricia to tell me if she's working on it. Oh yeah, you just said you're working on some gel printing. That's hilarious, and I got to work on it too. I saw some amazing stuff. I was trying to get to come back on, but I had no energy. And there was I want to do some gel printing with string. There was other, oh my gosh, I ordered some stuff to do something really cool. And again, have you ever done gel printing on canvas? Do you think they would print on canvas? What do you think of that, Patricia? About, the thin canvas, you can buy a really thin, it's almost like a 1/4 inch canvas. Tim, I'm wondering if you could actually do an idea on the gel print and then press it onto the thin canvas. I wonder if that would work. I've never done it, so I'm just kind of asking. You think that would work, that you could print on canvas? I can paste the seeds on a piece. I can paste the seeds on a piece of paper and do a big smile. That'll work for me. That'll work for me. I like it. It's funny. I hope Rachel come up so I can hear her sexy voice. Well, I don't know. She's invited to come up. And you can hear her sexy voice if she'd like to come up, but I don't know. That's up to her. Yeah, okay. I guess if you come up, I'll give you the link again. It's up to you, Rachel, so that David can hear David 2010 can hear your sexy voice. It works. Hey, I might do that. That might be one of my things. I got to find if I can I only have a really thick canvas. I want to get one of those thin canvases, and that's what I do. Some kind of design on the gel plate. And then I'll put it on canvas, the thin 1/4 inch canvas, if I can find them. I think that would turn out really cool. I don't know exactly what kind of design I want to do yet, but yeah. Oh, you never done it either? I don't know. It was just an idea to see if it would work on canvas. I could practice on some, I have some canvases I'm going to recycle, like ones that we never finished. So I'm going to come back and put a white base coat on it. And then I'm going to do a design on these canvas prints that we never finished, and they're just sitting in my craft room. So I think I'm going to work on them, like recycling canvas is what I'm going to do. That's one of the projects, so I can clean up my craft room and put the canvases on the walls somewhere in the house. Well, I wonder if, yeah, it would be cool to try that, like to paint it, and then I'll see if it actually works. What's the worst scenario? You wipe it off and start again? Hey, there she is. You coming up?
Up here?
You're up here. There's Rachel in her sexy voice. There you go. He's staying around with us all night now because you're up.
I just need to get my the camera off.
Oh, here you go.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I never worry about faces and all on this. I could put my face on, but it really wouldn't matter. I don't want to scare everybody tonight. All right, kids are off. Oh, I found ragu. You know what? You guys got ragu in the States, right? Ragu. Yes. Well, guess what? My daughter told me here in Canada that they don't know why there's a shortage of ragu, but people are selling a jar for a lot of money. Like the sauce, we can't get a hold of the ragu sauce. So apparently they're putting it on eBay or selling the sauce. You know, when the toilet paper went out, people were like doing something illegal and selling toilet paper at a ridiculous price.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's a ragu thing. There's a short of ragu here in Canada. So they're trying to sell it to make more money. I mean, it was ridiculous, like $30 for a jar of ragu or something ridiculous. And I went, so I got one there. Maybe, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. Maybe I should make a couple bucks and sell it for $30, my jar of ragu. I won't do that.
I can't believe they not ragu though.
Yeah, the ragu, like that was like I could get ragu anywhere in the States and Canada, and I could buy it. Sometimes they were on sale for $1. Like the ragu was so cheap, but it tastes good, right? It has a sweet kind of taste. And I went, and I didn't even know. And she goes, "Yeah, they can't find. There's a shortage. I don't know why. There's a shortage in Canada about ragu, and people are selling for ridiculous amounts of money for ragu." I just thought it was hilarious.
Oh, okay. That's odd. I'm gonna send you some pasta.
Yeah.
From a restaurant that I used to work with. It's an Italian restaurant.
Oh.
And they make a jar. They make it's my best friend's uncle that owns the restaurant. Yeah. And he made his own recipe of his own pasta. And now they sell the jar.
So it's sold in a jar, the pasta, or is it sauce we're talking about?
No, it's sold in a jar.
So pasta sold in a jar.
It's a pasta. Yeah, it's a spaghetti pasta.
Oh, so it's already pre-made and you just heat it up?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. Because see, I have made tons of different kind of sauces. I've made homemade sauce and canned sauce and all, like meaning canning sauce, not canned. I don't have a canner, but I can can with high pressure canning. And I also made homemade spaghetti. There he is. Hi, Mike. I was worried about you. If you want to come up, you can. If not, no pressure. Here's a link again. Wait a minute. Let's post a link. So yeah, I've made homemade pasta. It was fun. I had the kids involved with it. Had a pasta machine. I don't know if you ever did that. Like maybe Demi would love to do that. Homemade pasta is really a lot of fun to make, actually.
Well, I'm trying to get with my stepmom to make homemade pasta because she knows how to make it.
It's not hard, honestly. It's any kind of flour you want to use and eggs. It's very easy, like really easy. And then you take the machine and there's attachments to a machine or whatever. Like you roll it out really thin and then you make whatever kind of design you want with the pasta. I did, and it's delicious. It's way better than buying the pasta. It's homemade, and it doesn't take. It's not long to cook pasta. I'm trying to put the link up here. I don't know if you want to come up or not, Mike, but there it is in case you want to. I think I got it right. There we go.
He said he's not having the greatest time right now.
Not having the greatest time because of his teeth. You know what, I forgot, and I said I thought you were going out of town, but I forgot he had surgery on his teeth, and the reason I realized that was I was looking at Karen, Jeff, and John's. He had a comment and said, "Sorry, I couldn't go there, but it's been really bad the last 2 weeks. Basically, he's been in pain because he had his something to do with his teeth. So I got you, Mike. I understand now why. But I thought you were going to Texas too.
So. And then my stepmom knows how to make the sauce too.
Right.
From scratch.
From scratch. I made spaghetti sauce from tomatoes. So yeah. Yeah, I've cut up tomatoes and made sauce, and then I canned the sauce after I made it.
But see, I made my kids' dad, when we was together, he was from Texas, and his sister and his brother-in-law made the tomato sauce, but it was nothing like stepmom's tomato sauce. It was different.
Yeah, well, they are, because you can make like a more spicier version, and then you can add sugar to it and make it a sweeter. A lot of spaghetti sauce have sugar added to it. When you taste the sweetness, there's sugar in it. But there's a lot of Italians that would put more spice to it, and oregano and all that stuff, which would taste totally different than the other sauce. Like ragu's more of a sweet sauce, so I know they add sugar to it. You can just tell by the taste, but they're both good. I like all kinds. And then I like Hunt's. Now, I don't know if they have the same Hunt's in the States, but I like Hunt's spaghetti sauce because it's like a plain sauce, but it's spicy, a little bit with the spice in it.
I'm looking.
You're looking for something? Yeah. I still have to
find my bearded dragon. I let her out and I can't find her.
You know, I was looking at, I think I'm going to bring my, I want to see this Benoit. Is it Benoit? Am I saying that right? The donut? Benoit? Beignet. I knew I was saying it wrong. And it was beignet package. My daughter has my deep fryer. So I think the kids might like this. I think when I go visit her, I'm going to bring that and get them to make it because they have the deep fryer at their house. I don't have one. So I'm saving it for that because I think it's going to be very cool and I like it. I just have to add a little bit of icing sugar to them, right?
Yeah, I would do the deep fryer. That would work excellent.
Okay. So do the recipe, then you cut them and then deep fry them. And then when they're hot, add a little bit of icing sugar.
It's powdered sugar.
Yeah. Well, powdered sugar is icing.
Is that what y'all call it?
Yeah, it's both. It's got a name on it. It's either powdered sugar or you call it right on the bag. It'll say icing sugar because you make icing with it.
Yes. Yeah.
We're on the same way. The white powdered sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. All you do is sprinkle it on there and that's it.
Oh, Drop says I don't, but Ragu has tons of sugar. I'm sure it does, but I like Ragu for a change. And Hunt's, I buy Hunt's and add stuff. Yeah, I like it plain, to be honest with you. I like Hunt's tomato sauce, just spaghetti and plain sauce. I love it that way.
Yeah, my stepmom uses Hunt's.
Oh yeah, but I just like the plain. I like it just plain sometimes with nothing, no meat or nothing added to it, just spaghetti and plain sauce.
I make my own meatballs.
Yeah, you can add meatballs. I like it with meatballs or spaghetti sauce or whatever. There's so many varieties of sauces out there, but all delicious. So, Mike, how are you feeling? I used to ask you that when you were in bad shape. Are you 1 out of 10? What are you, 1 out of 10? 1 being worst, 10 being highest. How are you feeling, Mike? I haven't talked to Mike for days. Oh, and I sent you 2 links. Did you get? Yeah, you got the second link, did you? That I sent you today in Facebook. That's for you, Rachel.
Oh, he's a 5.
A 5? Yeah, that's. Oh wait, I'm behind. My chat is so behind. So you didn't even show up yet because on the one where I'm live streaming, I don't even. There you go. Now I see it. It just came now to say 5. Yeah. Well, I'll wait till you feel better. But are you still going to Texas too? Are you going for 2 weeks soon? I had a hard time stopping the bleeding because you have those blood thinners too still, right? You're on that, so I could see that.
I think Texas had a hurricane.
They did?
I think they had a storm going by them, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then Florida has one coming too.
Wow. So that last thing, that video, without talking about it too much, that last video I sent you, didn't you find that interesting? Do you remember? It's to do with the little girl that was missing a long time ago, and connecting the dots was just like, wow.
Oh yes, I saw that on something, and I want to say somebody posted it or something like that.
Yeah, well, I posted it. I'm posting stuff like that on my Facebook. I don't care anymore. On my Facebook, I throw it there because I want people to wake up because they're not. So I just throw it out there, all that stuff I've been reading. And that tool was a good connection. That guy's very good.
Yeah, I sent it to a friend of mine that I met on YouTube. That something he said about
Oh, you read that one? He read that one?
No.
Oh.
I sent that one to him, but he had sent me the another one with Hanks and leaving the country or something like that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Apparently, from that stuff, he's not supposed to be here anymore. But I don't know. I don't know how accurate things are. But I just thought
they said he left the country and moved to somewhere.
Oh, they're saying he exists, but he moves somewhere else. But according to the other thing, that he doesn't exist here, and it could be a look-alike. How's that? Yeah, it's interesting. We don't know any. Most of the facts won't come out until next year. Hey, there's John. Hi, John. You can come up here, John, if you'd like to chat. There you are. How you doing, John? Oh, well, it's nice to chat with you. I don't think I'll be able to chat too much with you once you go back to work. So I might as well grab you on. I'm going to use my live streams. I might do as much as I can until it runs out because you only get 20 hours. And so I want to see if I do live streams every night. That'll work out cool.
Yeah, it's weird because they're trying to push us back. I was just talking to a friend, and they're trying to push us back to September because the teachers are not liking us going back next week.
I can see that. I can see that it's not ready. And didn't you say your numbers went up? If your numbers
went up, yep.
Yeah. So they're not going to like that, having kids in classrooms that close. I can see that. That makes total sense.
Well, they're not supposed to start until the 17th and 18th. So they pushed it back. They only pushed it back like, they said 2 weeks. They didn't. They pushed it back for 5 days.
They might change their mind, though. I mean, they might if it's not good. Another lockdown is coming. Well, it depends on where you are. It looks like you know what's okay. How can I put that? In Canada, when they do a thing federal means all of Canada. So when they say you have to do this, but I was hearing different in where my daughter's at. The province was a little behind. We are in lockdown, like not meaning staying stuck at home, but when you have to have face masks going to the stores, and it's the law now. And when they normally do the law, yeah, but they don't. You guys separate by state. And we don't do that. Normally it's done all of Canada, but she told me a little differently. You know, she told me different. She said now they're pushing the regulations that they have to wear it in stores because they weren't. And we've been wearing it since this happened. You can't go any store to not wear a mask. You have to have it. It's not, you're not allowed to go in. The worker has to wear one, and you as going in as a customer have to wear one. And it's law. So they won't even let you in the store because they would lose their license if we don't follow through that. That's what I'm going to say. So my daughter's saying they're doing it now. They didn't do it in that province because she's out in Alberta, which is out west of Canada. And normally when they federal, it means every single province. So I found it weird that they weren't doing it. But you guys break down into states. So if he's saying lockdown, where's the lockdown? Because lockdown could be different states. When they do a lockdown, they should do a lockdown all over the place, but they don't. They do it one area, so now you got one area that's bad, and if that area travels to another state or province, then you got the same thing going on again.
Yeah, but the thing is that we're in phase. Well, yeah, we were still in phase 2, but New Orleans, I'm right at the outskirts of New Orleans. They're still in phase 2. like Bourbon Street and all of that.
Yeah.
You can go in bars.
You can?
No, you cannot go to the bars at all.
Yeah, because that's too public. And can you imagine people drinking too much and then they're walking around and not thinking anything of it?
But it's funny because in Jefferson Parish, people are going to bars. And it don't even make sense.
Well, let's just see that. And Mike's saying it depends on the governor. And then you do know somebody from Alberta? Drop? That's cool. Let's. I'm glad you know somebody from. I'm trying to eventually head out there. We don't know. We can't go through the states because the borders are closed. But even still, province to province, we're being careful because we don't want to shut down where we have to stay for 2 weeks somewhere. That wouldn't be a good time to go. So we want to take the cats back, like I was saying, out west to my daughters. But I'm not sure if we can travel through. Even we have to go through. I forget how many provinces, but a few through provinces, and even province to province. I don't know. A couple of people in Alberta, yeah. Alberta's beautiful. I can't wait. She says, what do you want to do when you go there? And I said, I don't think there's a lot of choice what we can do. Oh, thanks, Will.
Alberta is in Canada?
Yeah, we have the 3 territories, 10 provinces, and yeah. And we're like we're on one area, and I got to go way across. It'll take at least to travel 3-4 days, 3 at the least, 3 traveling for hours and hours and hours to get out west. That's how far Alberta is to me. Pretty far, but we drive pretty good when we're organized. We can drive, like we drove from all the way from Detroit, which is across the river where I live, all the way to Arizona, and we did that in, it was crazy. We did that in something really fast. Like we got back very fast. It was amazing how we got back from there, and it's a far distance from here to Arizona.
Yeah, I remember.
It was the only way to get in. Yeah, I get it. You don't have to be sorry, Mike. I get it, but I'm just telling you, if it's the law and you no one said you didn't have to take it off. You can take it off after, but I'm just telling you here, we have to line up, and you still have to keep your distance and have a mask on, and they will not let you in the store if you don't have the mask on.
Well, yeah, I don't wear a mask either. Like at the park, at the playground,
well,
I don't wear a mask.
John, we've been wearing a mask all along. We never, ever not been wearing a mask. Ever since this started, the breaks out, the mask has been for us for a long time. Because we border to the States, I'm not blaming just the States, but we have people that come from the States and Canada that work on both sides of the border. And they're the only ones that are allowed to cross the border, like nurses and doctors that are Canadian, or vice versa. We have people that are from the States that work over in Canada. And I mean, our numbers are still high. Because we border the 2 cities. I don't know if we're still at stage 2 or something like that. So it's really strange how this works all over the place. But we had masks. We've had masks since way back when. That's not something new to us. I have a breathing. Canada are doing it right. Actually, when you do the numbers, John, we don't have as many people. So the states, in fairness, have a lot more people than we do. But we are doing it right because our numbers, if you go worldwide, our numbers are good compared to other countries, because it's been a very strict thing that we have done now.
Because you have a lot of land, huh? And
well, we're actually, believe it or not, we're number 1 in land size over all the world. Like it used to be Russia, USSR, when they had all the countries together before they got broken down, used to be number 1, and we were number 2. Now, land-wise, for the biggest country, land-wise, not people-wise, land-wise, we are number 1. So we do have a lot of land, but we don't have anywhere as far as the amount of people that you guys have in the States. I forget. It's like ridiculous. We have I don't even know if we have half the amount of people you have. Like we have a lot less than what the U.S. has. That's what I'm going to say. But and as far as Mike, I have a breathing issue. My mother has a breathing issue. We have asthma, bronchitis. We have both of them, and we still have to wear a mask. So my mom won't go in stores, which I don't blame her, because she has chronic bronchitis. So she can't go in because she'd feel like she's suffocating. I feel it when I go in. I hate it, but I got to do it. And then I found they got a new mask they're allowing you to wear. It's kind of a plastic shield, and it has a sponge for your head, so you're not. It's like I'm trying to see at the back. It's like an elastic thing and a sponge on the back, so it's not uncomfortable, but it looks like a facial visor. And I bought one of those, and that's much better. I can breathe better in that one because it's not covering my whole face.
Yeah, people here are wearing that, but they said that they're not allowing that mask in schools.
Okay, 1/9 of the 1/8 of the population of U.S. No, I know we have a lot less population. I have asthma really bad. Also, it's not fun when I was little. Yeah, but you can. The thing is, so do I. And I'm telling you, I didn't say it was easy, but you can do it. People are like, so think they can't do it because they have asthma. You can still breathe through it. It's not as comfortable, but I'm a good example. I do it all the time. So it's not something. I didn't say it was comfortable, and maybe you don't feel comfortable, and maybe you think there's things going on with mask and whatever. So I would make your own mask up. The mask is basically to protect others. It's not really going to be, unless you have the really good quality mask, like hospital mask. You're really not. If anybody coughs, it's not protecting you. You're protecting others by wearing the mask, and I think it's the right thing to do. They are saying Russian tried to
wow.
this disease. They are saying in the UK we are very close to finding a cure. You could be very close. Maybe the cure is out there, but again, you're going to have to be careful, John, because there's a lot of stuff in the UK and different things that's going on all over the world that I don't think you're aware of, and it's especially in lots of it's all over. It's in Canada, the UK, US. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. I have a CBR and a suit and a respirator if it comes down to that. Well, I don't know if you have to have a respirator, but I'm just telling you that it's possible to have a mask and you'll be okay. It's not comfortable, but it's okay. Like I said, I do it all the time. I wear a mask. I have asthma. I have bronchitis. I go into stores. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's the decent thing to do, Mike. And I'm saying that to you. There's no way that you don't have a mask on thinking that's going to help everybody else. And I don't think so. I'm sorry, but I don't agree. I think everybody should do it at the same point in time and clear it up. That's what I'm going to say. They have stuff saying that the mask have been put stuff on it so that it makes people be sick and all that crap. I'm not sure if I believe that or not. Like you go buy a mask. If you don't feel comfortable buying the mask, make one. Then you know what it's made out of and there shouldn't be an issue. That, John, that is a bit, your comment that's exactly what that's been said. And there is weird things going on. Absolutely. And people saying that, and I think people are responsible for some of this mess that has started this. I believe that for sure.
Oh yeah, I believe that too.
We've been reading a lot of stuff. Chemical, biological, radioactive, nuclear. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I had to wear one of those suits when I was in the military. The gas mask.
There's too much people in the world.
You're so funny. I don't want to mess up my makeup with the mask. A lot of money to look good. Well, hey, I don't care if you don't wear a mask. Just don't go near anybody and then be happy not wearing a mask. But I think that that's the only way. You all have to do it. Whether people think it's fictional, I don't believe it's fictional. I think that people are getting very sick from it. There might be too many. Yeah. I bought
my cousin had it. My cousin and my uncle had it.
Yeah. See, so there you go. Just because people think it's fictional. Okay, this is my thought on this before I get kicked off. I'm gonna get it out. My answer to this is: could it be set up and somebody could have did it in China and all that stuff? Absolutely, yes. This could have been somewhere where somebody set it up in another country to do this and knew that this was coming. No doubt in my mind, I think that probably would happen, and that's called conspiracy theory. And
yeah, but I was doing my what was it? My training today, they said that the virus came from China.
Yes, but that's still okay. It depends on who's passing that on. Okay, that's kind of like listening to the news and thinking 100% of the news that you listen to every day is correct. No, there's not, because there's elite people on there that are involved with all this stuff going on, and they have the money. And I'll put it this way: there was things said. People have said it, and one of them was our big Microsoft guy that had said that they need to reduce the population and they want to control. So is there a conspiracy theory? Yes. I feel like there's something. Yes, I think that something was put into this. Other people think that don't wear a mask and this is all made up, and I don't believe that. I think it is out there. People are dying from it and all this stuff, and you really should be wearing a mask. And maybe if you don't feel comfortable buying it because people put chemical crap on it or whatever you think, then make a mask. That's my answer to that. I think you should wear a mask.
They're making millions off of these masks.
They are, but you don't have to buy the mask. They're not that hard to make. I made them myself. They took me all of a needle and thread with material, and it took hardly anything time to make it. So they don't take that long, and you can make your own. And this way, you know what's going in it. You know, that's what I think. You take material now. Now, come on. If they're going to spray every single kind of material, then you're like paranoid almost. But just pop your vitamin C and zinc, and you'll be fine. Pop your vitamin C and zinc.
Yep.
What does zinc have to do with it? Just curious.
I don't know zinc, but I heard vitamin C.
Well, vitamin C, because vitamin C keeps your immune system up. Right. And so let's say it's not that kind of thing and it's a flu virus or whatever. Vitamin C is supposed to help that. We can't find zinc here. Oh, no? Enough. So I'm thinking that vitamin C is good. And if some people were thinking this is not really a legitimate virus, they think it's more of a flu virus, which people have normally a flu virus. I think, to me personally, it's a little worse than that. But to keep your immune system up with vitamin C, I don't know about the zinc part, but yeah, I think it's good. Can you send me one of these, please? Mine keeps snapping.
We were trying to go because in like the autistic rooms and like for the little kids, we have to put curtains up so they won't go in our shelves. Oh. So we had no material. They had no material. We went to 5 places and they had no material because the material was gone.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what though? Okay, you can make up. I think the best ones to make up are made out of cotton. I mean, mine were made out of flannelette. I had you know what? You can even use old clothes. How safe could you be? You got an old, instead of like upcycle it, take an old shirt or whatever and upcycle it to a face mask. I mean, you don't have to,
like I understand what you're saying. Like we was gonna do shower curtains. But the thing is that when you're dealing with autistic and special needed kids, you can't have something that would get their attention. It has to be like kind of plain.
Okay, yeah. So you could use a sheet.
Yeah, we tried looking for a sheet, and they didn't even have sheets.
What else? This is what I would do. I would think the best one, you're going to love this one, but if you made a design, and I've seen it, I'm not taking the credit on this, but I thought about it, and then someone said they already have it out there. If you take cotton sheets and put, hi, Misha, and you put a filter, meaning a coffee filter, inside the mask, then every time you go out, you just switch the filter with a coffee mask. There you go. I mean, now you've made it a little bit safer because you got 2 things of cotton plus a filtering thing from a coffee. No, it's not like the hospital ones, but
yeah, you're talking about for masks. I'm talking about a sheet to hang up for
the kids.
For the kids, yeah.
Yeah, couldn't you just, like I said, use a normal sheet?
I know somebody that used a bra.
Well, there you go. I'm just thinking you could upcycle a sheet, and a sheet would be fine if you're using for, separate the kids, because they probably don't understand probably a mask or whatever, right?
We were trying to look for a colored sheet, but we couldn't even find it. I mean, we can't put a brown sheet out there. We got to decorate our room with. We was looking for like a a watery color.
Mike, stop it! You don't have permission to call me that. Only John does. Mike, stop it right now. Only John has that permission. You do not have my permission to call me that.
That's funny.
Yeah, Mike's trying to be a smarty. He might feel that bad to be a smarty.
Yeah.
Smart Alec. So to be a smart Alec, she's laughing his head off. To be a smart Alec, he has to be higher than 5.
I know, and every time I go to the store, like Walmart or something, I'm always smiling at people or talking, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, these people don't even know what I'm smiling at them. They probably think I'm looking at them like I'm retarded.
Well,
because the mask is on there.
Well, it's the only way to fix it. Everybody got to do it at once, and they're not. That's the part what causes. If we could just lay low for a little bit, like 2 weeks, everybody at the same time did this, then I bet you it would be gone. But no one does it. They all have their own things. Balloon tomato with a rock in it for the content. The only thing I can remember. Yeah, lay off of my name. Only John gets to say my name. Like, just don't, say my name, no, I didn't give you permission. Only John. That was because I didn't want to be called by my first name. And what does he do? And I said, well, I'll be nice. You're the only one. I won't look like it, right?
That is funny. Yeah, but the brides, they look good though. The lady that did that I saw when she did a bride, it looked good on, and the man had it on. Her son and her husband. The bride looked good.
I'm growing a pumpkin and spray painting it. You're in the wrong person. We're not talking gardening, guys. Get over to gardening. We're talking much more deep. Broths for the face mask.
For making face masks.
Right. Well, I guess it would have, because it does have some kind of filter in it, but yeah. So anybody's welcome to come up. I know Mike doesn't want to come. He doesn't feel good. You guys can come if you like. What a subject we're talking about. But I said in the chat, it doesn't really matter. I am saving my crafting moments. I really am going to craft. Just got to.
Well, talking about a mask, that's crafting. Making a mask.
I guess. I'd rather have the type of mask you got right there as your, your little picture there. That kind of mask I'd rather make than the face mask. Get the ruler out. Yeah, I'm going to smack them, right, Misha? Look, see, you just made, this is what happens. Look where they go. I'm always wearing high heel shoes, but I dare not wear products. I knew they were gonna go there.
Mike's feeling better.
Yeah, I would think the mind he has. Look at John. John's like going right down that hill too. Wow, John.
You need some red high heel shoes.
Well, yeah, we're praying for Mike to feel better, but this conversation, it looks like he's laughing and he must be feeling a little bit. He jumped. I knew you did. I was going to say he went to a 6. He had to. There's no way. I know it's got 6 in the channel, but I still think you're at a 6 the way you're laughing about that. I got to get some water for Mike.
He's probably like, oh, my mouth. I need to stop laughing, but I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help stop laughing. Hey, the man, I saw the man. And then they have people walking in the store with gas masks on. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Well, that's somebody a little carried away. I look at it this way. I don't think that's going to happen. But if anything drastic happened, would you really want to be here, be the 10 people that survive because you have a mask? Well, that's a little weird to me, but. Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna also have the stockings. All right, so whoa! Try to get this water for my doggies and kitties. Here we go. Nice fresh water, guys. Go for it.
Oh, and then in New Orleans, y'all talking about red. Well, in New Orleans, we have the Red Dress Run. And the Red Dress Run is cancer. Isn't the red ribbon for cancer? I'm trying to think.
Look at now he's calling me Dennis. I agree, Dennis. You were getting get off calling me the name. I never gave permission. Now he's calling me a guy's name. I think it's a mistake, but that's beside the call. Dennis.
Yeah, but we have men walking on Bourbon when the Red Dress Run.
You guys,
it was supposed to be next weekend.
You guys got the red hats, right? Because we have the red hats. It's a thing where they get together. I think the red hats, you got to be at least 50 and above, and they get together and do outings.
We have the red hats, and then we have the purple hats.
Yeah, the purple hats are, I think.
They're younger.
Right. It's below 50 or something. And the ones, yeah, they go together, but you know that they're aged by the red hats. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But right now, those red hats can't go anywhere, so it gets kind of sucks for them.
I know, Misha. I laugh at people when they, in their car, have a mask on. I'm like, you're by yourself. Why do you have a mask on? I have no idea. Johnny. John. That's funny. But yeah, they're not going to have the Red Dress Run. They said it's not. It's canceled this year. And then when we have Jazz Fest was supposed to be in October. They're canceling that too.
Oh my God. Look at Mike Tyson and Nuthead.
Oh gosh. If you have a bad day, just call Mike up. He'll cheer you up.
There you go.
Oh, now he's 7. He's a 7 now.
He's moving up as he get him going, and now he's moving up because he'd be no shape if he was like a 5 when he has to take care of the rest of the human race out of the 10. You're 9 women, so I think he better get his rest in.
Okay. Hold on. I don't know why. I don't have a brother.
You don't have a brother, so you don't have it.
It's 4520.
What's the other one?
Is this?
No.
What about this one?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Got the wrong number. Oh, she's busy. So what are you guys doing? My
that was Demi.
Oh, was that Demi? Yeah. Misha, me too. She says my contribution is over. What's fishing, Misha?
We could have went go fishing in the canals yesterday by us. They were so high.
Well, do you do a lot of fishing out in New Orleans?
Yeah, we have a lot of places to fish. I used to when we had a boat. And every time I have, like, I know somebody with a boat, I'm asking them, I'm like, okay, are you going to go take me frogging, fishing? Yeah, we're going to go. And they never do.
Oh, that sucks. Just relaxing. That was nice seeing your grandma's garden. Yeah. One of the guys, it was Howie there. He's from a channel and he's out west in Vancouver Island. Oh my God, the fish he caught, the salmon, the fish looks amazing. The type of fish he got, really nice fish. And I wouldn't trust our waters too much for me here. The type of fish is here. Mike's numbers.
Yeah, Demi likes to go fishing.
Well, yeah. So what's the kind of fish that you would get excuse me, your way?
We would get if we go into the what's it called? If we go into the like the lake or something like that, we would have bass, catfish, redfish, speckled trout, sheepheads. What else we would have? Trying to think. But usually, if we go into the canals, you would find catfish, perch, and what's that other little fish called? Sakale? Sakale? No, there's no sharks in a lake.
Any sharks in the lake?
No, we don't have no sharks. Freshwater sharks are only in Florida. They might be, but we don't have no. I mean, they usually in salt water. Freshwater, we have alligators.
Oh, alligators, yeah.
We have alligators in our freshwater. And you could catch an alligator too in a canal. Yeah, we do have a lot of gators. Yes, and crawfish too.
Oh, you'd be known for that, right?
Yes. Crabs and crawfish. And we have stingrays. I caught a stingray before.
Did you?
I never caught a shark. That's awesome.
I caught a shark once at 6-ounce fishing line. It was amazing. Actually, is it still illegal? I wouldn't eat it anyways, but is it still illegal to not eat gators? You can't eat alligators, right? There was a thing of it that's like it would be poaching and you can get in trouble for it. I don't
No,
know if
you could eat alligator.
you can get it now. Hi, Miss
Yeah.
Southern.
Yeah, we have alligator in restaurants and stuff.
So Drop says, what about sunfish? Do you have sunfish out there?
I never heard of sunfish. Sunfish? I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know what sunfish is. Sunfish? No. Sunfish is in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. No, we don't have that.
John says alligators are nice, but they are a bit snappy. A friend of mine just blew me off. Wow, the pain. Aw. Well, we love you, and you're always welcome here, Miss Southern Belle.
Yeah, alligators are delicious. They taste like chicken.
Oh my God. And you know what my line for that is, Rachel? Every time someone tells me that it tastes like chicken, eat the damn chicken. Why are you eating something else that tastes like chicken? Just eat chicken. See, every time, or if it tastes like beef, well, why don't you eat beef? Why do you need to eat something that tastes like beef? See, that's what I always say. Now, if there's a shortage of chicken, then I could see eating alligator.
Any moonfish? Let me look. Moonfish?
What would be the most? What did you already tell me? What the most fish was that would be you could get there? You're okay. She's laughing. You're okay. All right. I thought you weren't okay.
Who's laughing? Oh,
Miss Southern Ball. I said she said somebody blew her off, so I thought,
hold on. I got another phone call. Hold on.
Not a problem, Rachel. I love alligator meat. Tastes like catfish a bit. Catfish a little bit. Okay, so it tastes like catfish, not chicken. Tastes like catfish, not chicken. Well, what's your favorite fish to eat? All of you. Is there a fish you got that you like to eat? I love, the fish and chips and halibut. And is it halibut? I think it's halibut. Yeah, the normal fish and chip one. And I like cod, halibut, cod. Oh, someone says sunfish, so there has to be a moonfish. I don't think so, John, but okay. Hey, John, what kind of fish do you like? What you were cooking? Was it bass? I don't know if I ever had bass before, because I know you did a live stream. You're cooking bass or something. Like, what kind of fish do you cook? You did all kinds of. Do everybody get pickerel and perch? And that's common around here for me. I don't know if it's common for everybody else. Red snapper, I don't have that here. That would be near the ocean, anywhere near the ocean. But red snapper is a good fish. Yeah. How about I've had rainbow trout because we had them when I worked in the seafood department. We could get them out of tanks. All right, Miss Southern Belle. I will talk later. No problem, doll. You might be just guessing later, Miss Southern Belle. Yep. Halibut. I love halibut and cod. And like I said, I've had actually rainbow trout is actually really good. It's not as fishy as I thought it would be. I didn't mind rainbow trout. Even had swordfish a long time ago. And let's do this one. I love it. Swordfish remind me of pork chops. Sea bass is my favorite. It's awesome. Yeah, sea bass. I don't think I've ever had sea bass before. But I did a long time ago. I went and had swordfish. And that tastes like a pork chop. And yeah, I should have ate the pork chop. But that's what it reminded me of. It took me a lot of nerve to eat it. I didn't really want to eat it at first. But we had a restaurant that was on a boat. And the person I'd taken me out that I was dating at the time, that's a long time ago, though. A long time ago. And so obviously I'm going to eat something on the boat that was unique, and it was swordfish. Trout is okay. Got to turn off the sprinkle of that. Okay, no problem, Mike. Salmon, flounder, halibut, and cod. Yes, flounder. I don't ever had that. And there's wingfish. John, did you ever have wingfish? If you like halibut, I'm definitely not taking you out for dinner. What do you mean? Oh, you're gonna cook it? If you like halibut, I'm definitely not taking you out for dinner. Oh, you don't like halibut? Or you're telling me you know how to make halibut or what? Remember the folk group Troutfish of America? Nope, never heard of that one. That never is that a music group there? Well, not a clue. Never heard of that before. Oh, it's so expensive? Halibut, okay. Is it? It's so expensive. I've had halibut. It's not that. Here it's well, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but you can get a dinner for. Yeah, it's not that cheap. I would say $15 to have a fish and chip dinner is not cheap, but you can get it, and we have it every so often as a treat on a Friday. It is expensive, yeah. Halibut can be, but I like cod. Cod is okay. I like cod. There's different fish I like. Did you ever make wingfish, John? Did you ever cook wingfish? It's got a lot of bone in it. I thought you were a big spender with all the jewelry. Is that for John, eh? It's okay for rich people like me. I know, and all the money I make from YouTube, I should be really rich. Yeah. That's it. I have so much money. I'm so rich. I'm an elite. No, thank you. I never want to be rich and never elite. And they're all nutty, and I'm not going there. No, thanks. People do weird things when they have a lot of money. So I think I'll stick to being low class, or low to middle class is what I call myself. Low class, that sounds so bad. Trout fishing in America were kind of like Peter, Paul, and Mary, funny group. I've seen them before. Ah, okay. I mean, skate fish, that's it. Why do I call it wingfish? Because it looks like a wing? It's skate fish. You're right, John. I'm saying it wrong. Skate fish. Do you ever have that before? Fish and chip fries dinner are expensive. Omega-3 is good for you. Yeah, omega-3 and omega-6. I know. That's why I wear high heel shoes. Flying fish. I didn't even know you could eat them. I know that I've seen flying fish. They actually, wherever they're from, they actually cause a lot of trouble with the boats and motors. That actually exists, flying fish. Oh, you love skate? What does it taste like? It tastes to me like a lot of cartilage. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, I love skate. It tastes like very like cartilage, all bone, and you think there's no meat in it, actually. That's what it reminds me of when I used to sell it. It kind of looked gross to me. Like I'm going, what do you get to eat out of this? It feels like all bone. Do flying fish wear parachutes? That's for you. Well, John wants to know if flying fish wear parachutes. Yeah, skate fish. I called it wingfish. I swear I saw it by that name, wingfish, but it's skate fish, and it looks like a wing kind of, and it has a lot of bones on it. It's white. It looks like a lot of cartilage in it. When it like we're talking about when it's to ready to cook, like when you go to a fish market, and what it looks like. So yeah, John wants to know if they wear parachutes. You guys are funny. Skatefish look like stingrays, I guess. I don't. It looks like to me a wing. That's why I call it wingfish. But it's, yeah. Let me see what they skatefish look like. Let's see what they give me. They gave me shoes. They gave me images of shoes. That's hilarious. I put wish. That's why skatefish. They spelled it wrong. I was going. Why is it giving me shoes? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I never actually looked at the whole thing because when it comes to the market, all you see is the wings, like the both sides of the wings. You don't see the in between of it, but you see the two. They cut off the two sides of the wings, and the body. I don't know what they did with because it's not with it when we seen it. They are called Jenny wings. These. Jeez. Do flying fish wear skate? Yeah, they look like this. It does. It looks like a stingray, but when it comes to the fish market, it would not look like this. They cut off the two wings, and that's what it looks like. Kind of gross when I think about it now, because now it looks like a stingray, and they slice off the two wings on both sides of it. Yeah. Oh my God! Look how big that is. So what have you guys been up to anyways? Anything good? Looks like you had a busy live stream there, John. I was looking at all the people coming in when I was rewatching it, replaying it. I would peek in, and you did pretty good. When I can't make it because I'm outside in the garden, I try to rewatch people's stuff when I get the chance. Hey, my batteries. I don't know. I better plug it in. Plug it in, baby. I'm here talking to. Yes, you are. I appreciate that. Thank you, John. How's the family? How's your wife? Yeah, how are you doing? How's your husband and everything, Misha? How are you guys doing? How's the family? It says 4 people here, so I'm not sure who's with me still, but I know you are, John, and I know Misha is. And thank you so much for that. I think people left the building. Let's see. Oh, Christian, hello. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here, but I'm here for a bit. You're here. You're working, eh? I'd like to see your stuff after. Hey, Patricia, why don't you do this? I know you don't come on a live stream too much, but maybe when you get your stuff done, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see your work on that. That would be cool. Of the stuff you're working on. I can't even talk. Geez, the gel plate. Whatever you're doing on the gel plate. I'd love to see what you're doing with the designs you're doing. I think what happens is you can hear me, but it doesn't register, and it looks like everybody leaves. As if you don't type every so often, then it looks like everybody left. Yeah, I'd love to see your work. Absolutely. You've been crafting for a long time. I can't wait to see it. You'll give me some incentives maybe on what to do on the gel plate. Like I said, for the string. There's something I really want to do. I seen it. And you kind of use, I ordered the thing. It's a medium, what is it called? Medium texture something, where you can take a picture and transfer the picture on. So I'm thinking of doing some kind of print with the gel print. And then you take a photo and you put the shape of the photo, what you want. Then you kind of use this medium. And then by the time you put it with water or something, you take it off. The picture's been embedded. Are you coming up? Really? Okay. Must feel better to come up. I thought for sure it was Christian. I didn't think
Oh.
Oh, Lord. But I'm sure you are sore. Misha says, yes, I was happy to see them just in case we have another lockdown. Well, tell me, is it sort of talk or what do you think?
No, I can talk. I'm not going to go through the gruesome stuff
Okay.
here online or whatever, but
That's fine. But you were having fun, obviously, listen to us. I could see all your typing. You're cracking up.
I try to keep most of the smiles there, not any further.
Does it hurt to laugh, though, with your mouth like that, or no?
It's uncomfortable what I'm going through right now, but it's nothing like what it was yesterday.
Yeah. So that was, I know you wrote to John saying 2 weeks you've been doing that. Here's the star of the show. I'm kicking him off. Excuse me. This is my show.
Yeah, but I came up here to talk about bra respirators.
Oh, here's Misha's coming too. All right. Join in. Hi, Mish.
Hello, Misha.
I can turn off my TV.
Well, tell me, are you sort of talk or? Oh, there's a delay. Well, it's your turn to talk, and obviously, Mike, talk away. John says you're the star.
I'm only the star in typing.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Father's Day gift, my daughter gave me these candies and the lottery tickets. The toffee, whatever kind of candy that is, I just seem to have something a little bit harder, so I put some in the freezer. I bit into it. I lost half my tooth.
Oh, my. Hey, Misha. Hey, Matt.
Hello, Ashley.
I was looking for the moonfish.
She's dying her hair red.
Can you see the comments and your face at the same time or no?
Yeah.
You can?
I can't.
You can't. I can. When you run the stream, you see both. But you should be able to go into the live stream and see both. Like Mike does it all the time. All you got to do is you just open up. Hello, Linda. Just open up another channel, and then you'll have the typing there too, right?
I don't know how that is on a phone. On a computer, that's how I do it. And then mute the YouTube side. Hello, Linda.
Oh, so you could see all the comments on the computer?
Right. I just split my screen. I shrink the one side down to half the screen, and then the YouTube side, I slide over and make it a new window, and then I have to obviously scroll down to get the chat.
I use my phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, I got a bunch of people come. Wait, I can only fit. Wait a minute. I can't see who's on the bottom screen here. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Ashley. Oh, you want to come back? Okay, we got Ashley wants to come up. All right, Ashley. And we got Christian. Sorry, Christian, you still there? Oh, Christian, it says you're not here. I didn't realize there was 2 rows. So you guys, lots to talk about. You guys are all here.
I think you had like 7 people on.
No, six.
Oh,
Six on the
six?
free one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna on the free when you pay money, you get quite a few. Where are you? Okay, I'll put you up there. It says you're not here, Christian. I'm trying to
She's
put
on
you
the
up.
phone.
Sorry?
She says she's on the phone.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, she's on her phone. Okay.
Yeah, she's not on here anymore. She has to come back because she's not on the bottom at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, 6 people, and we're all just waiting for Christian to come on. And I'm good, Linda. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well.
Hey, Linda.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Ashley.
I'm just sitting here dyeing my hair, so I thought I'd come in and say hello.
What color?
John, what are you talking about, John?
Oh, you're dyeing your hair? Oh, you drying?
No, I'm dyeing it strawberry blonde.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you're drying it.
Well, hi, Passion. Hi, Lisa. You home at work now?
Yes. Hello, Passion.
Hello, Pash.
Oh, hey. I need to dye my hair.
Me too.
Not me.
Already
I'm
got
too
mine
sexy
done.
the way it's sitting.
I got a Cruella DeVille hair.
That's funny.
I got like little white stragglers. I put on my hair, I get little white stragglies.
So
We're in my kitchen.
I'm gonna let everybody talk, and I'm here. Okay, I'm listening. So you guys can do it all. You know, I don't do these StreamYards, so get it out. Whatever you'd like to talk about.
So, are you going to be making a toasted cheese sandwich pretty quick?
Me? No, I don't want toast. I want toast, but not cheese.
Well, isn't that what happened that last time you had a StreamYard? You just kind of disappeared.
No, I'm in the kitchen. I can hear you the whole time. But if I want to munch out, I can eat, and you guys can talk.
What you're talking about eating? I'm eating pancakes.
I only
Mike, are
wish.
you on drugs right now?
I'm starved to death. The only thing I get is Jello.
She said, "Are you on any drugs, though, Mike?"
No comment.
That's a yes.
So yes or no?
It's not my fault. I'm just doing what the doctor said.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking it.
You could eat smoothies.
I got to be careful because the one side might start leaking again.
See what happens when you get older? You leak.
Multiple places, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing I'm not that old. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, somebody left the building.
That was Chris.
Yeah, something happened to her. Mike, always on drugs, according to John.
That explains it.
Okay, don't everybody talk at once.
I'm thinking.
Thank you, John. I'm actually 36, but 25 is good.
Wow, 36. You're getting younger and younger.
Did you see Misha's?
Dyslexia is a
Did you see
problem.
Misha's face when I said that?
You're 36.
Dyslexic?
I'll be 37 this year.
Oh, I'm gonna dye my hair
Younger than I
cooling.
am.
Yeah, Mike, you are a legend.
Yeah.
He's got a legend in his own mind.
So, Misha,
Yeah.
how about 2 more
Two more what?
kids?
No.
She looks good, eh?
Nah.
More kids.
I did mine all natural, no medication, no epidural, except for the first one. I had to have a little bit of Stadol because I was pushing for 3 hours. Other than that,
How many
my
kids do
price
you
is
have?
paid. 3.
How old is your youngest one?
The youngest is 22.
Oh, okay.
So, see, Misha, you went through life in pain and suffering, and now is the time to find out what it's like on drugs.
No, I don't need drugs. Would I want to rob anybody from the pure Misha?
So then you don't mind having 2 more. To remind
I
people
mean,
what it's like when you go
Wait,
through hell, I guess
so
we'll
you
call it.
had just kids naturally?
oh, yes.
Like no drugs, nothing?
The first one, after an hour of pushing, they gave me Stadol because I ended up pushing for like 3 hours and they still
Uh-huh.
had to vacuum him out. But yeah, the other one's all natural.
Oh, I love you. I wish I could have done that.
Yeah, bragging rights.
I would brag. I would definitely brag.
I
I
remind
had
them
C-section.
23 hours, back labor.
I know my aunt. She spit them. She spit all 3 of her kids out.
Yep. That's how they did
Misha,
it in the old days. But Mike,
John says he thought you had 8 kids. He's sorry.
John, don't be hating, you jelly.
My grandma had 13 kids.
You said 3?
Can you? 13.
Whoa.
Wow.
13 kids, my grandmother.
My grandma could have had
So my
13
grandma will be in
kids.
here. She's got.
Yeah, back in the day,
My
they
grandma will
would.
be bragging big time.
Yeah, because they probably didn't even have no medicine back then.
They said, here's a wooden spoon or a belt. Bite on it.
Right?
Yeah, here's the leather reins to the horse. Get out there and plow while you push.
No, Mike.
Jeez. Yeah, we got a big family to say the least.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, back in the day, they the church kind of pushed that you should have as many kids as possible, and that's why I think there were 8 in my family of the kids alone.
And probably not as much birth control, though.
Not after my poor mother had me. I was 10 pounds. Ain't after 10 pounds, anything's gonna pop out.
My son was 8 pounds. What was it? Almost 9, and my daughter was 9 pounds, almost 10.
Hi, David.
So why are you on drugs? So why are you on drugs, Mike? What's happening? Where are you leaking at? Why? What's going on?
I had to have a few teeth pulled out one week and a few teeth pulled out next week, and so, and also being on thinners that wasn't helping matters any, and so I kind of this last time was having a problem, which is at the moment stable.
I'm from a family of 12. Oh my gosh. Well,
They never have TV.
Mike,
No
you like
radio?
abscess or anything?
What was that?
Like, thank God you didn't have like an abscess or something was wrong, because they would have made you wait longer.
Oh, that's very true. It's just that I will admit it's been 12 years since I've been to a dentist.
What?
Yep, and all my what do they call those, root canals and crowns and everything.
Wait, say that again.
All my root canals and whatnot were popping off.
I love it. That was one of the words. I'm sorry.
Remember how you taught root canal? Root.
Root.
Roots.
Root. I can't help it. I'm from all over the state, from South Carolina clear to Washington.
See, they're all doing it. Root
Wait,
canal.
you from South Carolina?
I lived there when I was in 5th, 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
I loved it there, but I can remember thinking I'd hate to be an adult and working in that heat.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not that bad.
Well, it wasn't for me. I used to go fishing
Just
with
think
my
of the South,
bamboo cane.
like where I'm from.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I gotta go wash
wasn't
my hair out. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. So,
All right.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
bye.
Bye, Ashley.
I hope it comes out good. Well, yeah, South Carolina and Georgia and all, that's from the South, I think. I know Georgia.
Right.
But see, it's weird because I don't consider Georgia being in the South. Even though it is, I don't consider it.
It is south. It's about as south as you can go.
I know, but like to me, the South is Louisiana to Florida. That I don't know. Georgia people talk like country. Like they have that Southern country accent.
Right.
I don't know. And then Alabama really has. Florida doesn't have an accent at all, I don't think.
No, they don't.
They don't have an accent.
No, they sound just like, well, with me, like me and Mike without the root.
That's so funny. But he says another word too that makes me laugh, and I don't know what it is.
It says rough.
Which one? I don't remember it.
Roof, not rough.
Roof?
Rough is what
It's
I
rough and roof.
said.
Oh, there's Christian. There you go, honey. Okay, we got Christian.
Hi, Christian. Kristen.
Yeah, Kristen's from is it South Carolina or North?
Oh, North.
It's got to be South Carolina.
No, don't get her going north.
North Carolina. Okay, I know she was one of the Carolinas.
Oh, Mike, for a long time, Mike would bug her all. See, she's typing, writing some on her fist.
She wrote South.
Wait, I can't.
Shut
Pop
up,
right.
Mike.
There you go. I was waiting for her to turn off her mic or turn on her mic.
Now she's gonna write. She has a big board, Mike, and then she gets to tell you off, and we can all talk, and she can say, "Mike, you're a jerk," or whatever she wants to say. She just puts like she writes it on her hand.
North. Okay.
Where did you go? It's about 60 pounds. I think to take out, Mike. Wow.
I hope you don't pass away because they're gonna open your hand and see that. They're like, "Who's this Mike guy?"
I had to resituate, John.
So, according to David, he has a big crush on Rachel and says Rachel Nolan action is good and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. People always laugh at our accents.
Jeff, here it's not cheap at Oh gosh, I'm at 1,300, I think it is, with no insurance.
Is that's 360 or?
It's euros, I think.
Oh,
What John's saying. I'm not sure where that sits on us. U.S.
oh, okay. See, we don't even have groundhogs where we at.
Yeah, we don't either.
I think that's about $100.
$100. Oh, that's cheap. Over here, it's like to get a two pulled. It depends. Sometimes 200 to 300 or more.
What did you say? You're saying 60 pounds is more than 100, I think. Let me go do it. Their
Oh.
money's worth a lot. Sometimes it's double and a half.
Well, if I wanted to do it the cheap way, it would have cost me $100. But that's yet the. I'm sorry to say this, but you got to fight out the Mexicans to get into the place. Get your teeth pulled.
Stop it.
It's where the poor people go.
Actually, I can't believe that it says 60 pounds. Right now, their pound.
Okay,
their
John. Bye. Have a good night.
Wow, their pound must have went down a lot because I was putting. Let me do this again. $60.
Good night, John.
Yeah, we don't do
Good night,
pounds
John.
over here.
No.
You behaving, Mike?
Well, of
it's
course.
morning
Well,
I
it
doubt it.
went down a lot. It says 60 US or 60 pounds equals $77.89. That's what it says. Wow, their money.
Wow.
Yeah, it dropped a lot. It used to be way higher than that.
Pop Rocks, I got a question for you.
for
Are you ready?
Have a good night, John.
Pop Rocks, have you ever made your own respirator?
Oh, goodness.
Did you know that you can take your bra and cut it in half and put it on your face, and that's a respirator?
a respirator. That's a mask.
The respirator connects to oxygen. I don't think that's the same kind of thing at all.
Well, anyway, it's something to cover your face with.
People are
That's
doing it though. People are getting bras and they making masks over a bra.
Not respirators, though.
No, not respirators.
So that's going to make me want to go to Goodwill and look for some used bras so I can cut them up.
Oh, Mike, and you just want to smell them. I don't think you want to make masks.
Well, I'm sure they don't wash them, so they should be ripe for the picking.
Like, if you do that, oh my God. Oh boy.
I can see my next video coming up.
No.
We're not watching it. That Misha says, no, I'm on straight.
Picked the wrong night.
I'm yelling at him. Why don't you look at product, Mike?
Oh my gosh, a triple E?
Where did all those come from? Oh,
Lord. She must have back problems. Gosh. I feel bad for her. She needs a breast reduction. Ooh.
I ain't even saying mine. Then Mike will go get it.
Mike, gonna go what? Go get what? Your size bra? Is that what you're talking about?
I ain't gonna say it.
Oh, no.
well, the only thing I can say is for a man, they don't normally wear bras, so it's good to go to the thrift store and try them out on your face, see which one's going to fit right.
Whoa,
What kind of medication did they give you?
Oh, no,
Why, do you want some?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, shut up, Mike.
I'm not in luck. His wife's telling him to get to bed.
Yep. He says that. He says that she's the boss. It's
Say
late there.
yes, ma'am.
Think about 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's 3 in the morning for him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, 3 in the morning. No wonder why his wife's saying get to bed.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she gets off work late, as I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has to go pick her up, I think. But I believe that I think his wife's lovely. I met her and spoke to her, but I believe that let's just say I don't think he's kidding. And I hate to tell you, but women rule. That's what I'm going to say. Women rock and women rule. Yeah.
Yeah, like they say, a happy wife is a happy life.
Yeah, I heard that so many times. It's not
I
working
bought
out.
my husband the sign.
Speaking of Billy Joe, where's she at, Mike?
What's that, Pop Rocks?
You heard what I said.
No.
You know what? I gotta say this, Kristen. You make me laugh because every time you say Mike's name, you go Mike. You like repeat Mike. I'm a nurse, Mike.
I'm not repeating myself, but I'll repeat myself right now. Where is Billy Joe?
Oh.
She's in another province.
Billy Joe.
The puppet.
Yeah, I haven't. Is
Chef.
Jeff okay? He's still sick, huh?
Yeah.
I've seen him
I haven't. Sometimes
post a few videos lately.
No, he's still not
That
feeling.
reminds me, 2 friends that used to be coming in here.
Yeah.
Their accounts are closed or whatever.
Huh?
Yeah, 2 people that when I looked.
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean.
You want to type it in here? Just type in the private chat. You can do
Can
that
I
if you want.
say it?
The boyfriend and girlfriend.
Boyfriend and girlfriend. Go ahead, say it.
Remember?
Yeah, that's one, and then another one plays the piano.
Oh,
Not
that's
me,
what happened.
Oh. Did
John, that's what happened to her.
Yeah.
Jadelle?
Yes.
She doesn't have a channel anymore?
No. Not that I know of, because when I tried to remember when I was telling you about the pop community or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to get rid of some of them pop people, them Funko Pop people. So when I was scrolling down to undo them, they was both put their account on there or their channel or whatever, and it was gone.
Well, I know those 2. The guy was saying that YouTube kept shutting his channel down.
Are we talking about Bruce? The one that was Bruce? Okay, and his wife?
Yeah.
Oh. If he's shutting his channel, I hate to say this, though. I don't know what that means. When you shut a channel down, that you have to do something or say something. They don't just take away channels. You normally have to do something. You've done something against their regulations. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's not accidentally taken down. If you were in a chat and you caused trouble or whatever it was.
Yeah, they say it takes a lot because YouTube was on Inside Edition, and they was talking about how YouTube works. People are always watching channels around the clock, and all that. And they said it takes a lot for you to really do something. Unless they took their channel down, unless she took hers down.
I don't know.
Well, I'd almost be surprised, but what I'm just curious about is as you know, copyrights and whatnot. She does play a lot of, I guess I'll put a lot of piano music, and I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
I don't know. Oh, hold on. Sorry. This must be a busy night for me.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you make a lot of money. Oh, different. Never mind. That's the drugs.
I had to laugh. It's funny.
You can always tell who's not getting it, right?
I guess so. Maybe tomorrow. Doctor says so.
I'm still here. Just waiting for you guys to talk, but
We're all shocked.
well, you're shy now?
Shocked.
I thought you said shocked or shy.
Oh, someone said they're having an awful busy night tonight. I'm just dreaming all these weird things.
Oh goodness.
What else is new?
Strawberries are done.
They've been done. What's your next project, Nana?
Maybe I'll go back to the gel plate. I don't know. I have some different ideas. I just, because of all I was explaining that, and Patricia's still here. I'm just haven't been in the mood. I've been so gardening and outside, so hot, 80-some degrees. I'm really tired that I don't even think, my creativity is like gone for a while. So once I get that back, I probably do the gel plate. I have different ideas. I just, like I said, I think I got more time come September, like October, when it starts to, you start to be in the house and your garden is done, then I can do more stuff to do with live streaming on this channel.
I saw that Santa Man was doing the gel plate, and they were actually coming up with some interesting prints, I guess we'll call it.
You know what I wanted to do, because he just dropped said I just picked 2 zucchinis. I seen a thing where you cut the vegetables in half, and then you take that as a print. You put that in, you rub your gel plate, and then you put like cut a pepper, and you put the pepper down, and it'll put the imprints of the pepper or onion or whatever. It's really cool, actually, using vegetables. It gives you a really cool gel plate design, and plus string does. And I have something in mind to do where you can you do gel plate design on something. It's got to be waterproof first, and then you use this other coating, and you can take a picture. Like, for instance, let's say it was you, Misha. I'm just using an example. You want to be you and your husband. I want to make you a nice picture. So you do the design of whatever it is. It could be, I could make it into trees or whatever. And then I cut kind of the shape of a normal photo. And then you use this. I just ordered, I have it now. It's a medium kind of, I forget what it's called. It's not medium gel, but anyways, it's a texture that you put it down, then you put the picture down, and then you put more on top of the picture. Then you let it dry, and then you take water and you wipe it off, and the imprint goes right onto the design of what you're doing, so you don't lose the print. It's really cool, the technique to do it, but you need this particular medium you're working with to do that.
Yeah, it sounds neat.
My salad tomorrow will be at Work of Art. I bet. And by the way, we're not supposed to talk about gardening, but since you're talking about gardening, I have like 6 peony. I already ate. How many peony cups? Gosh, I've already had 3 or 4, and I have another 6 or 7 in my fridge. So I'm just like blowing up with potty plant squash.
When the plant takes off, it takes off.
Oh, I got lots, and I'm saving at least right now 2 to become seeds. So 2 to 3. And so tomorrow's dinner, since there you go, I can connect the vegetables to the dinner part, but I'm going to be slicing them, peeling them off a bit. And then I'm going to come up with, it's going to be bacon, rice. What is that main thing I want to use? I was going to use sausage. I'm not sure exactly. I picture anyways. It's going to be a meat with rice in it. Different kinds of meats, bacon, and it could be ground pork, whatever I decide. And then it's going to be stuffed inside of them. And then I'm going to cook them on the barbecue because you make a barbecue like an oven because I don't want to heat my house up. And then after it gets like ready that it's soft, then I'm going to put probably shed Parmesan cheese or some kind of cheese on top with chives. And that's kind of, they'll look really cute. They'll be individual kind of little platter things. And that's what I plan on doing for supper with the patty pan squash. That'll be my second recipe with it. And so far I've been impressed by it. So I'm happy I grew it.
Did you say that you were going to peel it first?
Nope.
Okay.
No, the skin tastes great.
Yes.
Yeah, the skin's really good. I just have to cut the top, where it connects to the stem, cut that off, and then I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'll probably take a spoon and just peel it out because I want them stuffed, kind of like a stuffed pepper, only they'll be stuffed zucchini. Yeah, I might use Italian sausage. I don't know. I don't have sausage right now, so you can mix different ground pork or hamburger with bacon and rice, the three of those together, and then top it off with a cheese that melts on top and chives. And you can even actually add sour cream if you wanted to, I'm sure. But there you go. That's kind of what I came up with. I was trying to find different ways that I would kind of think would be cool for patty pan squash, and that's my second way. I have other ones too. I want to do something with tomato sauce, tomato base.
How big do they get?
I'm sorry? How big
do they get? Uh-huh.
Well, they become really big. They look like flying saucers, like, the size of a disc you throw a dog, those. Like they become very big. That's how, but you can't eat them. Once they become too big, then it's very hard and they're no good anymore. So then you might let them to go to seed. And the seed's going to be, like I said, about the size of a disc. Then you're going to be careful slapping it half, and the seeds will be just big enough. They'll become the same seeds that I bought. That's what I bought them for, so I could have seeds too. Because, like I said, that was very hard for me to get patty pan squash seeds. They came from Poland. So now I will have my own variety of seeds when I'm done, if all goes well.
And push come to shove, you can eat those big ones, but you have to peel them, and you have to take the seeds out because the seeds, like you say, are already formed. So if you take those out, you can still fry the meat.
You can, but they don't recommend that because I was watching a video on it, and they don't recommend when it becomes too dense. It's too hard to eat the skin, and I don't even know. I'll tell you when I get to that point whether it's still soft to eat, because you actually can eat patty pan squash raw, which most squash you have to cook. You can't eat it raw. But this one you can eat raw or you can eat it cooked, which was kind of a cool thing too.
Right, you can treat it like zucchini.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've had the bigger ones. Like I say, that's push come to shove when you run out of the small ones and they're not produced anymore. And you still have the big ones. You can chop them and you can fry them with the skin on. The only thing is, then it'll be easier to peel the skin off compared to trying to cut it off. But you definitely want to get rid of the seeds when they're that big because the seeds are a mouthful if you go to bite into them, we'll say.
Yeah, I'm going to see. I will tell you if you can, what it tastes like after it gets to the point. I'm more excited now at this point for the seeds because now I'm getting, like, it goes like crazy. Once you get them going, what did I plant? According to that video, I think I planted 5 or 6. Mike thought I planted them too close, and I thought so too. And then now that I look at it, they're growing in great. They almost like each other, all bundled up together in a row. They're really happy with each other. They look good.
You could probably freeze some too.
Sorry?
You could probably freeze some also.
Maybe. I think you could. That's another thing. I don't know for a fact, but you probably can. Because they cut it up and make salads, a vinaigrette salad you can do with them. Pick zucchini like 8 to 10 inches long. As long as they don't bulge, they're sweet and better than cucumbers. I have no problem with zucchini. I don't like it raw, but I swear to you, I've already done it tons of times. I make blueberry zucchini bread, and that's what I use them for. But I do have a recipe that I like to grow a smaller yellow zucchini and a green zucchini and put carrots and different things and cucumbers actually for a crunch to make a dress like a summer kind of salad and it looks pretty, right? Because you have the yellow color and the green color. So.
Yeah, the zucchini, when they get big, I usually grind them up. And when I say grind, I'm not talking about the hamburger. It's a slicing of it, getting it ready for a zucchini bread. And I'll vacuum pack that and make sure it's flat when I freeze it, so it stacks in the freezer really nice.
Yeah, I have my first one. It's about 6 inches, so probably another few days.
What do you mean, zucchini? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know, like most people recommend them small, but when it's overgrown, it tastes fine in bread. Like if you, that's what I did. I used them. They were huge, and I grinded it out. Whatever.
Shred,
Ground.
that's it.
Thank you. I was trying to think of the word. Shred. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shredded it, and it worked perfect in bread. It didn't matter the size, whether it was small or big. It still worked good. But I imagine to cook with it, like when you're eating it raw or whatever way you want to do it, it wouldn't taste that good if it was really, really good.
Yeah.
If I was to freeze it, I think it'd be more of a stir fry compared to the shredded for the breads.
I keep on thinking that would be awfully soggy. Zucchini frozen and then you take it out. To me, it seems very soggy.
Well, that's why I say if you were to do a stir fry, I can see throwing it in there, but because everything kind of sogs up when you're doing a Chinese type stir fry.
Yeah, but I can see it. You're using it when it's fresh, but to take it frozen and do that, that's a lot of moisture going into your pan. And stir fries are done at a hot temperature, evaporating the moisture. Yeah, used for stir fries if frozen. It seems like that's so much moisture in it though to use. I'm just saying.
You could maybe roast them in the oven. I do that in aluminum foil, just salt and pepper and oil.
Yeah, that would be good. Very good. But I guess I'll have to wait. No zucchini this year. I am, though, my little butternut squash are tiny. So I can't wait to see what that tastes like. I think it's spicy, though. I think that squash is very spicy.
Are you doing a fall garden?
Actually, I've been rotating constantly. Honestly, I've been putting, when the radishes went, this is my third set of radishes, my third set of lettuce. I put more garlic in. I put more onions in. I've been just, as I pull things out, I give it a little bit of so many days and then I start putting more things in it. I'm just rotating. So there's nothing where I'm not, there's only one little area. You should see the gourds. Oh my God. The gourds are like, I could probably win a contest for the biggest gourd. I'm not kidding you. If I showed you how big that gourd is, it's like huge. It won't, I thought it would stop growing and it's not. It's going to be the size of a body hanging down pretty soon. I mean, it's big. It's really, really big. And I just I know they're supposed to be somewhat big, but go to the border. Oh, he's going to give me some zucchini. Sure, I'll be right there. You stay on the other side of the river and throw it to me. That's only like, what, a mile across? Sure. Go for it. Could you see that though? Could you see having like a string on both sides of the water, and we have like this little boat or this raft, and then put stuff onto my side, and I pull the rope and it comes over the water, and then he wants some back and just put it there. Oh, we won't get caught at all as boats cross over top of our rope.
Oh, it's like Mexico.
Yeah, that would be in big trouble, boy. Well, I don't know. I have I wish I could show you. They are so big. That one gourd is like, I thought it would stop growing. I thought there's a part where doesn't it stop growing? And every day I go out there and it's like, there it is, even bigger.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
I have to check that up if there's a contest about showing a picture of the biggest gourd and how much it weighs. I should weigh it after. It freaking must. I don't know. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's big. Might have to. Oh yeah.
A zucchini over the fence.
No, well, it's a long fence. It's considering it's water, and it's at least a mile wide, I think. So, well, it's quite. Well, I don't know if it's a mile, but it's quite far. quite far, and the rapids are strong crossing over.
Oh, I love eggplant.
Yeah.
I can't say I like it. It has a really strong taste that I didn't like when I first had it.
Really? Oh my gosh. They got this restaurant, like 3 restaurants around here that cook baked eggplant. And it's all 3 Italian restaurants. Oh, it's so good.
I only like eggplant parm, fried up.
Well, we used to have a restaurant called Cannon's over here, and they would have eggplant sticks with this homemade sauce. Oh, and they closed down. I said, man, and nobody could make them like them. I was
So what they do? Did they fry them or bake them or what?
They fried them.
Okay.
Eggplant sticks, they fry them.
Mhm.
But the other restaurants, they bake the eggplant, and it's like in a bowl, and you could get baked eggplant parmesan too. That's good too.
Mhm.
I wish I had the excitement that you have, because I'd be growing eggplant. But I did have a bad experience. I went to a Chinese restaurant and I said, "Oh my God, I got to try that." I was with my mother. I said, "I got to try that. I don't know what that is, but I got to have it," because it was shrimp with eggplant, and I had one bite, and I was like, "Okay, I can't take it. I'm wasting all this shrimp dish." It was a sweet and sour shrimp with eggplant in it. And that eggplant had such a strong particular taste. I don't like it at all. So, but then I had a chef and went to a function where I was going to this cooking class. It's called LCBO, is where we don't get to sell alcohol at stores like you do in the States. We have a store that's run by the government that you have to go buy the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But they have cooking classes there. So anyways, we went there, and that chef I don't know what he did with the eggplant, but I actually liked it. And it was like, okay, so maybe it's a trick on kind of how to taking the taste away, less bitter, because apparently it is a really bitter taste, eggplant.
They say you can't eat it raw, or it's like acid on your teeth. It'll wear away at your enamel.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you would want to eat it raw, but
and then I heard that the Chinese eggplant is, because it's skinnier, it's tastier than the normal eggplant. I don't know if that's true, but
I never had Chinese eggplant, and I eat Chinese food.
Well, Chinese eggplant is thinner. It's a lot thinner than.
And we don't even have eggplant. None of our Chinese restaurants have eggplant in their meals.
I know a lot of Filipinos who use it.
What, the Chinese eggplant?
Yeah.
Because it's it's like skinnier and narrow, and it looks like a purple cucumber, like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not shaped the same as the normal eggplant. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like the same thing as I didn't like green fried tomatoes. I hated it, but then I went, okay, well, I didn't really give it a shot. I don't have people. I'm not from the South, so maybe I just didn't cook it right.
Some people don't even know how to cook it, and they live in the South.
No, I don't know. I tried it for me and my mom. We're so excited to try it, and then I was like, okay, that's I was disappointed. It didn't taste good to me. But
that's just like gumbo. There's some people I'm like, it's weird because I live in the South Louisiana and we have North Louisiana. Well, everybody in the States would say, okay, you live in the South. Everybody in Louisiana is Southern. They are, but our food is way different than parts of Louisiana. Mm-hmm. Like their gumbo, like in North Louisiana, their gumbo is horrible. It's disgusting. Now, our gumbo is better because it's more Cajun, Creole, They don't put spices like we do.
Yeah, you got the Holy Trinity with the, what is it? Onion, pepper, and celery? Carrot?
What?
The Holy Trinity, where you guys have the 3, what is it? Pepper, onion.
I think they have a different name for it. They don't call it the Holy Trinity, but I know what you're talking about, and it's another name for what you're talking about. Yeah.
Pepper, onion, I
You
don't
maybe
know.
follow the Holy Trinity where you are, but there's another name that it's the main basic stuff you use is onion, celery, carrots. I don't know if there's another one in it, but yeah.
I don't know. Now we have a Creole mix that it's bell pepper, onion, and I don't know. It's something else. I always buy it. It's already pre-made, and it's called Creole seasoning.
I just bought some today of the Tonys.
Oh, y'all have Tony's where you at?
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, I didn't know that because I know
Mhm.
some places don't have Tony's.
Everywhere I've been, they had it.
And y'all have Zatarans too?
Oh, that's
Yep.
I got the name for you. It's a Maripo. That's what they call it.
Okay, yeah, I heard of that.
Maripo.
Y'all don't have Louisiana. It's the Louisiana boxes, huh? It's Louisiana seasoning. Do y'all have that too, or no?
Wait,
I don't know if they sell that here or not.
By the
Y'all
way,
don't have. I bet you y'all don't have Crystal hot sauce though, huh?
We have, I think, the Texas Pete.
Misha, they call it Holy Trinity too. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. But
Okay.
Maripo has different names. Maripo or Joculary, Joculary, and Holy Trinity. I've never heard of Holy Trinity, but yep, that's what it's called too. She's right. Yep. Never heard of it though.
Probably my mom heard of that. I didn't.
But I've heard of Maripo. That one's the one I normally hear with chefs.
Yeah, we have Louisiana hot sauce and Crystal hot sauce or whatever. Is it Crystal hot sauce? That parts of the states don't have that.
Let me see what kind we have. I do have Louisiana. Look.
Oh, yep. That's Louisiana hot sauce.
Sorry, I like Frank hot sauce. That's as hot as I get.
Hot sauce?
I love it. It's not too hot because I'm not. It kills my stomach to eat too spicy, so I'm not into that. But Frank's hot sauce is like sweet, spicy, and it's not overly crazy. And I love the taste of that.
Yeah, we have a lot of sweet and spicy sauces here.
Well, to me, that sounds like it'd be extreme. Louisiana hot sauce sounds like very hot.
Just use a little bit.
Yeah, you only use a little bit. Well, when I eat my pho at my little pho restaurant, I put chili powder. No, is it chili powder or chili oil? Chili oil in it to give it like a little kick. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, you drop, you never come and talk. Wow,
it's
sorry.
So good.
Drops coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Like you said, he'll do anything once.
I know. I never had him up here, so like at first
he got to be from the South too. He said, "Hey, y'all."
Well, I actually originated from the Northwest, and then I married a George gal, and then spent 20 years there. So.
And where you live at now?
I live up there in just outside of Spokane, Washington.
Oh, Washington. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got an accent.
That's why I said Nana has to drive 2,500 miles west to get this zucchini across the border.
Yeah, I'll start now and be there in about a year from now. We'll see ya.
Right.
If you're up near Washington, that's a little ways for me just to jump up and skip. Oh my God. It's got
Mike lives at Washington, right?
No, he's DC, right? Are you DC?
No, I'm in Washington State like Mike is.
Okay. So that I know when I look at a map, you're like, if you could go the farthest point from one corner to the other, that's what you are to me. That's how far away Washington is to me.
Right. I'm about 180 miles, about 100 to 80 miles from the border to Canada. But I'm only third generation U.S. because we escaped from Canada like that time ago. Back over in Toronto.
We escaped.
No, my great grandfather, whatever, was a agriculture engineer, and he worked in Canada, and then he moved to the U.S. And that's when he moved to the U.S.
Right. So your background's Canadian. It reminds me of like Australia and New Zealand. No, sorry, from England to Australia, because that's where all the prisoners went. They escaped from UK. What are they shipped them out of? Sorry, the UK, and put them to Australia. All the prisoners. That's what Australia is. It's the ex-prisoners from the UK. So we sent all our prisoners to you. That's not true, because every time I see a show, it used to make me laugh. Every time there's a bad guy, where do you think they come? They come to Canada. Every soap opera I've ever watched,
I know,
TV show, yes, they escaped to Canada. I went, wow, we got a lot of ex-cons over here, don't we, from the U.S. Because these TV shows, they're all coming here.
Wait, northern people go to Canada, southern people go to Mexico.
Well, there you go. So it's only we only get part of the people from the States, and Mexico, they go to Mexico. Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's a complicated analogy, but actually, the people that were shipped over, most of them were the ones that were Scots were actually the slave owners, and they owned the servitudes of the Irish and stuff like that. So, if you want to talk about indentured servants, that's a different story.
Oh yeah, everybody. We was all slaves back then.
Yeah, we're still slaves. We pay taxes.
Well, yeah.
Husbands.
What's that, Missy?
So are husbands.
Yeah, pretty much it's yes, dear, or you have a miserable life, no happy wife, no happy life. Yes, there you go. You learn that real quick. I had this guy from Alabama talking to me one time. He's complaining about his 3 ex-wives, and I was like, dude, did you listen to what she said? And said, oh no, I'm gonna listen to one. So that's why, because you didn't listen to her. You didn't do what you were told to do. That's why you're miserable and you're broke.
Shut up.
That's what it is. I mean,
you from Kansas?
Yeah.
No?
Well, the military moved us here, but that's where we are.
But where y'all originally from?
I'm from Pennsylvania, and he's from Miami.
Oh, okay.
So long way
over there.
Huh?
My cousin lived in Kansas for like 3 years.
Okay. Was he military?
No, it was his job. He had to live there for 3 years to train, and then they moved him back.
Okay.
And they hated it.
Yeah, it's not too bad with everything that's going on. The numbers usually stay pretty low here, and
but they lived in a boring town, though.
Oh.
It was some kind of, I don't know, it was a boring town. They wish they would have lived like, I don't know, West Kansas. I don't know towns in Kansas, but they was like in a country, like you had the far away, she lived in a country, but it was a different country compared to Louisiana.
Yeah, if they're out west in Kansas, out west it's like flat and very spacious, a lot of farming, so.
Yeah, a certain part of it. I mean, I've been all through Kansas, Iowa, the Midwest, the whole country, and probably most of the world since I actually did serve in the United States Navy Reserve, so did spend time on active duty. But the fact is that, my dad keeps telling me a long time ago when they first got married, and when he was based in Texas and they moved him to Florida, he swore to God that the base housing was a chicken coop.
That sounds like the barracks.
No, they were married, and that was housing for married and enlisted, and he swore to God it was a chicken coop.
Misha, don't get me started on the barracks and the bathrooms.
Yeah.
I was not used to that. Okay, like in Canada, we actually have we have places where it's separate bathrooms and separate showers, not an open toilet thing. When we did exercise in the States in Grayling, Michigan, it was like, oh, that's where we were wide awake. Wow, you really are. Let's shake our hands as we take a poop. Like we're just like, you're like next door. That was like a little too much for me.
Did you have 3-minute showers? You had to be done in 3 minutes.
No, they never gave us an issue of a length of a time of shower. Never. No, but it was like we did exercise. Like I said, that was the first time I ever seen. Hi, Sean. Did you hear him? He's really complaining. Come here. Yeah, I never seen a bathroom or an open shower. It's like, hello, how are you? It was like, actually, we were like, I guess we're more, I don't know, modest or whatever. We would put up like a fake curtain because we were so, it wasn't comfortable for us. We're not used to that.
We had doors. I mean,
the one in Brilliant didn't. It was like short walls and the toilets were all stacked up. Like you got to see everybody. It was that open and it was like, wow, this is like, and of course the showers are not, I think they weren't separate showers. It was like one open thing in showers with shower heads or something. Yeah, I was like, okay. Like, no, thanks. I don't really know you that well.
Well,
they must have read
yeah.
I don't want to see someone's butt crack or anything like that. That's just like, it's a little too friendly for me.
Well, I'm glad we have like toilets because some countries, they have like a hole in the ground. You got to squat.
Yeah. That's true.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, and France has it something. I think they cleaned up the act, but France was very open like that too about it. Where the washrooms were all open and everything like that. I think it was France or Italy, one of them.
Yeah, I always said, what if somebody would have diarrhea?
You learn on a ship to actually go take your crap about 2 hours before everybody else gets up on the main shift for the daytime. So if you go in there, it will smell like a sewer. Okay, it's just you gag, and it's like, I'm going to get up early. I don't care if I lose any sleep. And of course, I've always slept on about 5-6 hours a day anyway, so it didn't bother me to not get 8 hours of sleep because I never sleep that much anyway. So I'm lucky on that one.
I was lucky. I got to go. There was a ship that was decommissioned. It was called the HMCS Ottawa, and so I got to go ride its last time before it was decommissioned. That was so exciting. I'm Army, okay, not Navy, but we knew Navy. We were in a building with it, and I got invited to go on a ship where they were going to, like I said, it was the last voyage for it. It was getting decommissioned. That was so much fun. I am telling you. Of course, I was single too. I just want to tell you that. So it was even more enjoyable because it's like you got one person for 10 guys. I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was like it'd be perfect for anybody single. I mean, the odds are there's still one woman to probably 10 men. Just saying, it was fun. A long time ago. I can relive life. I don't like showering at the gym because that is no showering privacy. I don't like that.
We have doors or curtains by us, but some places don't have like no curtains or whatever. So, but at our gyms we have that.
Might depend on how much you pay for the gym too.
Could be, yeah, maybe.
Well, I go to Planet Fitness and it's $20 a month and they have shower curtains or doors or whatever. And you would think, that's cheap, but they have it.
You would think everywhere does.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see nobody naked.
Yeah, but unless you're showering with the men, you already know what the rest of the women have got.
Yeah.
I don't shower with no men.
You go to boot camp, you're going to be showering with all the men with no curtains. I'm sorry to tell you that.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
It's true. That's both women and men. It's open showers a lot of the places. It's true.
That's how our school was. Just open
Yes, the middle school.
What is it like that though? What I gotta ask this on a guy's perspective. So you guys just let it hang out there, and you're all taking a shower together. Where most women don't really want to do that. We're not like we just face.
Well, it's not like you can suck it in.
Mike.
You can tuck it under though, right?
Wait, the schools don't have they don't have doors on the schools?
The brand new schools nowadays have separate showers for each of the people, in which I thought was a little odd because you don't, technically speaking, need to be modest. You're there to take a shower and dry off, and if you don't like it, shower quick and don't drop the soap and get out and dry off.
And you find out real quick who the alpha males are.
Yeah.
Our schools have showers, but they have curtains or doors.
No, they didn't have that back. I'm about mid-50s like Mike, I believe, and we didn't have all that shit. We just had a shower, open showers. You just went to school, and after gym class, if you had to shower, you took a shower with everybody else, and nobody gave a shit.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, back then, but nowadays they should have shower curtains and all.
For us, it was the creepy PE teacher that had a monitor, and you knew she wasn't great.
You have to have separate showers now in the boys' room for the ones that wear bras. So whatever.
Yeah, if I was a woman, I wanted it open because you want to make sure that gal that you've been playing tetherball with or whatever is really a gal.
No kidding.
Ew, gal.
We can tell, Mike. We can tell.
Yes, it's not hard to tell whether people got to the other side.
Well, I'd ask you about a certain person, but I can't do it on here.
Notice this is a family channel, and we are making sure that everybody 18 and under is actually secured. So we have individual showers.
That's funny.
But it's the way it was back then. Nowadays people were like, I need my personal space, and I was like, really? Because we used to take our 22s to school and shoot and everything else for the hunt club and all that crap and 4-H, and it's a different world now. It's like,
yeah, they don't even have. You can't even cook or nothing like that no more.
Yeah, they don't have home ec anymore, right?
Or sewing classes or nothing like that. That's like these kids need to know all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I know. I got a lot of dates off the cookies I cooked, right? Well, these are so good. I was like, yes.
These kids, and it's a shame because these kids don't know nothing. They're smart, but they're not going to be.
Let's put it this way: the lights go out tomorrow, they're all going to be in trouble.
Yeah, because they're not going to know what to do.
I found out that cooking was the way to get women to really like me.
Oh, I can see that. Said that. I have heard that line before. Guys were going, you'd have 20 women, 2 brave guys would go in there, and they didn't think they were brave. They were there. They knew they could date women by going in there if they could cook. And it's the truth.
Yep.
It was it's kind of like the Army is 1 woman to 10 guys. Home ec was like 10 women to 1 guy or something. It's the opposite. That's true.
Are the Army cooks any better than the U.S. cooks in Canada, or they still suck? Because Army's got the worst reputation for food. Air Force the best.
Well, put it this way. I helped cook in the military too, and it was pretty sad, but they've changed a lot. A lot of them are more qualified chefs. So it's the same as the hospital here. I don't know about your hospital. It's kind of the same with the Army and the hospitals, that now they even in the hospital, it used to be the worst food. And now I'd eat at the cafeteria in a hospital now because it's designed for like a restaurant. So when you're in the hospital, you can order off of a menu of food to eat here in Canada. I don't know about in the States, but so I love the food actually at a hospital now. So
yeah, we have that now.
I think the military food is better, but I mean, I've been out for quite a few years, but when I was there, it was similar to the States. The food, it wasn't food smell. I remember going on an exercise and it was like they gave me stuff that had bugs in it. I'm cooking stuff and I was like, how can I serve this? I can't. And it was the only thing we had, so we had to serve it, and it was like had bugs in the pudding. And anyways, I remember these guys eating the food. I couldn't stand it. I can't cook like that. That's not how I would normally cook. Anyways, we had to serve the food, and they ate it. And the one guy says, "Oh, this is so good, even the crunchy bugs." And I'm thinking, "You're not kidding. There is crunchy bugs in it." You know.
Yeah, but we have I ate bugs before. We have insectarium.
You really wouldn't taste. You wouldn't really taste them. Honestly, it sounds gross. And then I remember I was so sick of cooking. We need pork chops. So if you can cook your hundreds of pork chops with it, we put apples on them. Like you core apples and then slice a circle apple on top of the pork chop. And I like doing hundreds of these. And it was like, oh, I was so sick of looking at a pork chop. Ugh, with apple on it. Ugh.
We had really good food. Even as soon as I went to basic training in South Carolina, I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to lose a lot of weight and doing PE. Nope, I gained weight because they had such good food.
It was a lot better. I got to remember it was before I got out. The food was they'd have like homemade potato salad. They like all the more heavier calorie foods, but was really good actually. The food was delicious. Yeah.
Misha, you was a Marine?
Army, hoo-wah.
Oh. Well, you said basic training in North Carolina. I know that the Marines in North
Carolina. South
Carolina. Okay.
Fort Jackson. Yeah.
Okay.
We were at North Carolina at Fort Bragg also. That was after training.
Okay, yeah. I remember my stepbrother going over there.
Mm-hmm. We've been pretty much everywhere.
It's funny though, the Marines almost get more acknowledgement than the Army does over there. Like, right? It's true. You hear more about Marines and what happened to the Army. I mean,
yeah.
I have two cousins that are in the Army. One of them wants to get out. The other one, he wants to stay. I was supposed to be in the military, but they never called me to go take the test.
Well, nowadays it's
call them.
I kept on calling her, and she was like, she would never return my call. And I was going to go into the Navy, and I don't know what happened. I said, well, I guess it's not meant to be.
Yeah, I went to every service, and they all pointed me to Army because, like, I worked in the mall as a high school student, and they used to have the recruiting centers all right there in the mall. And I knew all the people because they would always come see me and, trying to get an enlistment. But they were all like, you can get the best job and what you want to do in the Army. And I got to pick whatever I wanted to do after I took the ASVAB. So I went legal. I was a paralegal. And then I went airborne, but I broke my tailbone, so I didn't get to graduate that.
Oh. Well, my kids are in Young Marines, and my son, we have a school that is a Marine school, and it's the #1 in the whole United States. And that's where he's going. And then my daughter's going to go there next year. She has no choice. Okay. Because they preparing them for, the real world.
Is it ROTC?
No, it's a Marine school. So it's the U.S. Marine sponsors them, gives them uniforms and stuff like that.
Okay.
Actually, I did ROTC, and then the second year, you have to make a commitment after that back then. I said, no, thank you. Thank you for the free money. And then
they're trying to get rid of ROTC.
No, and then after that, I actually enlisted for the United States Naval Reserve to get some more free money for college. And it didn't turn out to be free, and it didn't really pay for more than a semester, so it paid for half a year of college. So I had to pay for the rest of college myself, but whatever.
I did passion, and it hurt.
Well, I just spent a year and 2 months on active duty, and 2 years in 2 years reserve, and 3 years in active. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it did pay for a little bit of college, but it was actually probably not a good idea at that point. But it was fun because I got to learn skills that I didn't necessarily have, but I did have a lot of them. And so I didn't really see much benefit from others. I got to travel around and see the world. That was great.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for y'all service.
You're welcome.
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. And I got to see a lot of things in the world and, stuff I probably never would have seen if I had not gone into the military. But as far as the benefits from it, it wasn't worth it, educational wise, in my opinion.
I think my mom prayed to God that the lady wouldn't call me because my mom didn't really want me to go into the military.
Right now, today, I think it's very scary for people to be in it. It's way worse than it ever has been. Seriously. I mean, if I had children that want to go in there, I wouldn't want them to go in there either. That's the truth.
That's what I told mine when they were in high school. I said, "You'll be enlisting over my dead body."
Yeah, you know what they're getting into. My kids never got interested in it, and at the time I was disappointed. But now I think about it, it was probably a great move that they didn't.
This is probably Nana, the only generation of my entire family that has not actually signed up for the military.
Yeah,
my uncles did, my father did. His father before him, and my grandfather and everybody else actually did serve in the military. So, even to the point where they came over from Liverpool, England, most of them, and most of them were not English; they were Scandinavian. They enlisted in the military, and I can't believe that this generation, they're not even having children. They're not getting married either, which is scary to me.
Well, I'm sure it is scary in a sense, but then because apparently we're so overpopulated, so if people take it down a little of a notch, not having as many kids, it's probably a good idea. Like, really.
Well, sometimes I wish I was a gynecologist because some of these women need to stop having children.
Well, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that shouldn't have kids at all. Don't even get me started on that one, but that's true.
Well, I've only had one, and that's because the wife couldn't have more than one. And and I was married to her for almost 20 years, and we had a great life together and great marriage. That was good.
Oh, I don't know you that well, but I think you sound like a very good dad, and that's what matters to me more. When men are really good to their daughters and stuff, I give a big credit to that. So, and that's how you come across to me. Who left the building?
Nisha, she froze up.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. We started a family, and we were going to have 2 children, but we couldn't have more than one, unfortunately. And then the fact that she didn't want to get the ovaries taken out actually killed her with cancer. So but it was 20 years with the same wife, and I would have been married to her today if she was still alive. So.
My mom, I'm the only child. My mom couldn't have no more kids. She had lupus. She almost died after me. And she couldn't
I'm just saying that I would have been still married to my wife today because I loved her dearly. And
oh yeah.
It's been about 3.5 years since she passed, so.
Well, sure, it's hard. I'm just saying, and I guess, I think you're close. It sounds like you're close to your daughter. Are you not close to your daughter?
Yeah, I am. She's just graduated high school. She's 18, and I need to not let her have parachutes and kick her out of the nest someday, but I need to make sure she's prepared for it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes total sense. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm not in a hurry to dump a kid out because I don't think necessarily pushing people out of the door too soon is a good thing. About kids, I don't, and sometimes kids, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because some people think if your kids stay with you their whole life, then that there's something wrong with that too. They should be on their own at a certain point in time. But
I was out the door when I was 17.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
And it wasn't because I was pushed out; it was because I wanted out.
That's different. That's different. If you wanted out at 17, that's different. But I still think that's awfully young to be out the door.
Yes, but I have great parents, and they're 89 now. They're both in hospice, about ready to expire. But they were great parents. They never did anything wrong. They were the best parents in the world. I just wanted to get out there and be independent. So,
Which not that word. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think 17 years old. I would have had a hard time with that, honestly. But I guess in a way, you're not going to stop somebody if they really want to go. They're going to go.
I know a guy. He was 17 or 18. He left his house, and he owned his own house at 19, 20 years old.
That's very responsible for sure.
And he, like when he was like, I want to say 22, he had like three other rental houses.
That's pretty clever.
I was like, you 20 years old and you been owning your house since you was 19 years old? Wow.
So this is the question to all of you about kids. Now, if there was a child that you're very close to, but they're getting older in age, would you push them out the door? Or if you have a connection that I'm talking about works for you, and your child lives with you and you get along great and the child's not lazy and it's just you have a good rapport with each other, do you think you still should push that child out because it's good for them?
yes.
I don't know. I might have to push Dibby out sometimes.
Yeah. If they're mid-20s, it's time for them to grow up and be in the real world. I'm sorry, but that's the truth of it.
No, I don't. I'm not knocking that. I understand it, actually. I find it hard. I think differently, but I get it. If my daughter didn't move out, I was very close to her. It was really hard. But now she's an independent woman with her husband, and they have jobs. And ever since they did that, it was a great move for their part. Yes.
I think it's different on a man, a father, and then different on a mother.
Nope, I'm just waiting for that rich NBA player to actually slush me some money I don't have to pay back. But I'll be honest. I want my daughter to be independent before she hits her mid-20s. Okay, and that's one of the parts of things. She's like my niece Pamela. She's got an archaeology degree, anthropology, and she's got a 4-year degree, and she's still living home, living off mommy and daddy's credit cards, and she's in her mid-20s. And I'm sorry, but at that point, you need to actually take responsibility for yourself. I've always been about a responsible person for myself, for others, and I don't want, my kid to be that way. Because
I get it. Well, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but I get it.
And that's part of what you're talking about too, is kind of training the kid or educating the kid to become an adult and whatnot. I mean, if you, in my words, retard them a bit to where they're kind of stuck at home because you're keeping them afraid of life or whatever, then I can understand where you'd want to keep them home to protect them because, in my words, you just didn't do your job or whatever. So.
Well, Mike, I could say I'm probably lacking a little bit on that. As far as when her mother died, it was a shock. It was hard, and it took a toll on both of us. And yes, I could say that I'm probably guilty of some of that. But I'm not trying to do it full force either. I'm just general suggestions. Here you go. You need to become adult. You need to do this and that. You need to get this ID. You need to get this. I even had one of my clients here with his wife. Come over here like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I said, show them what you can do on the computer as far as drawings and drawings and artwork you do, because I could easily had her employed with this client of mine the next day, making real money.
Right.
And she didn't want to, so that's something that I need to work on.
I left my house when I was 18 and I went to go live with my grandma.
And
Well,
then
I'm just saying, Rachel, that you know, I know that's hard for independents nowadays with the current situation in society.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, kids can't even get a credit card till they're like 19, 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how are they going to survive without credit?
Yep. Well, I bought my house when I was 23. I actually bought my granny's house that I lived in. I've been living in this house for over 20 years. Yeah, over 20 years. And I owned it at 23 years old. And then I only lived with her for like 2 or 3 years. And then she moved in with my aunt, my mama's sister. And I had the house.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of kids that have opportunities like that. You know
I
what
know.
I'm saying?
I know they don't.
well, I'm going to say that it's hard to get a job that's going to pay to afford a house nowadays, let alone even pay your food bills. I mean, it's really most people are getting minimum wage jobs and they don't have really high paying jobs. So right now it's hard to survive on your own as it is. I'm not giving an excuse, but it is what it is.
Well, that's because you know, actually that a lot of people are not experienced. You know, the one thing people want is experience and they want knowledge. And I've always excelled in that. It's always been one of my best things. And I can say that a lot of kids are unprepared because when they go to school, they're just being indoctrinated. They're not being educated.
No, because half the time we don't even know how to teach these kids because we didn't know it. We're learning the stuff that they're teaching these kids. They keep doing a new curriculum almost every 2 years or whatever.
I've been self-employed for over 20 years, and I actually, you know, work on the internet. I work on internet servers, security.
Mm-hmm.
I do websites, web programming, web scripting, stuff like that, and I do know how to make money, and it's evolving all the time. So I have to keep up on every part of it. But I can teach that to young kids to actually make a good living.
Well, yeah, that's technology, but I mean, I understand what you coming from. You always gonna have a job doing that. But when you teach these kids and it's like technology is like making them lazy, I guess you want to call it. And then their background, another thing is their background, you know, what's in their home. You know, half of them don't even live with their parents. Some of them live with grandma and grandma. Some of them in jail, and you know, it's just hard. These kids are just so messed up.
Yeah, I do know that. Like Renee Thomas, her channel, I don't mean to promote it, Nana, but she's taking care of 7 grandchildren. It's ridiculous. Okay.
And I know parents, I mean, you know, I'm a single mom now, and I mean, I'm not a, you know, perfect parent, you know, but I mean, like some of these kids, and I'm not bad mouthing anybody, you know, because none of us are perfect. But some of these, like, especially where I am from, some of these parents, they do not care about their kids at all. Some of them, I mean, they won't even come to say, you know, if their child, something's wrong with them or whatever, they won't even, it's so hard for them. Oh, we got work. You know, we can't do this. We can't do this, you know. It's just, it's hard. And a lot of people blame the teachers, but it's not the teachers. It's, you know, some of the and don't get me wrong, some of these teachers, they don't need to be teaching. I could tell you that much. Because the stuff that's been happening lately, well, the last couple months before the virus, some of these teachers was getting fired. But I understand what you want your kid to be independent.
Well, I'm actually an entrepreneur, so I actually do want my kid to actually pick up the pace, but there's also the option of going to a job, and I want her to be prepared for everything like that. And that's one of the most important things, can you still sustain yourself?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was very independent, and I mean, my mom and dad was proud of me because, I was 23 years old. All my other friends, they didn't own no house. They were still living with mom and daddy or living in an apartment. And, they was proud of me. Now, I'm not proud of myself what happened, because I'm a single parent now. I wish I wasn't, but, stuff happens.
Yep, I didn't have a choice in that one. The wife died of cancer.
Yeah, so I mean, well, I didn't have mine dead, but I kicked mine out.
I hear you. I mean, there's several situations that are not.
But I do tell my kids, I want you to be independent. I don't want you to be lazy, because these kids nowadays, all they want is give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. It's like they want you to tell them the answers because they don't want to figure it out on their own. And I'm like, it's easy. Figure it out. And then some of them still won't do it. And then some of them like, oh, that's how you do it. And I teach my kids, like, you're not going to be lazy. There's no way.
The way a lawyer does stuff is by point of discovery, okay? And so when you have a situation where it's unknown how the situation began, then you do a point of discovery. And that is actually how you can actually lead them into that path.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, if they don't know why, they don't have this and that, well, maybe you need to look at the path of where you've gone to and from, and then look at the point of discovery until you figure out why you don't have what you have. That's called the point of discovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because see, me, I like to learn. I like to sit there, even though I don't know how to do it. Like, I like to learn how to do stuff.
That's why you come to Nana's channel, because you want to learn how to can or do art or whatever, right?
Yeah, and I learned. I mean, I said that my best friend's a man, and I helped him redo his mom's house because we had a big old flood in Baton Rouge, and she lived in Baton Rouge. Excuse me. And I helped him. He taught me how to screw the screws in the sheetrock and everything. He taught me how to caulk. He taught me all of that stuff. I never knew that stuff, but I was there. I wanted to learn to do it, because if I didn't have my daddy, to help me, how would I learn to do it? I needed to learn, because I know one day I'm not going to call dad up and say, hey, I need you to come fix this. I need to learn how to do it.
Yeah, both my parents are 89. They're in hospice now, and they'll probably expire in the next 2 or 3 months at the least. And so they're not going to be around to help me anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I tell all these kids, and I'm like, y'all are smart. Y'all could, I want you to succeed in life. And they're like, we can't do that. We don't know how to do that. I'm like, yes, you can. You can.
Video games not going to help you resolve issues.
And see, my daughter, she was up this morning playing a video game, because of course it's still summertime. And I've been pushing it to where, okay, 12 o'clock, let's go, and she's punished. When she comes back home, she's punished. I took the controller away. She is not getting that video game.
Well, I told my daughter, she's 18 now, and I said, I don't have any obligation to feed you, okay, or house you or take care of you. And your summer is almost up after the end of August. So September 1st, you better get serious about your ID, about your finding a job, and doing other stuff, because that's the cutting point. Because you're 18, if you're not going to school, you're not doing something, whatever, blah 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 blah, you're going to be out the door, girl.
Oh, she's not going to college?
I don't know. She's been applying, but I don't. Applying. Oh yeah, she can tell me in the end, because that's the way she is. But well,
right now I don't even think. I know LSU over here, they're starting school, and the kids are starting in their dorms, but I don't even know when school's going to start, because with all this going on. I mean,
they're going to do a major lockdown again, because there's a certain reason why. It's not exactly the one that's been mentioned in this chat. I've actually have mentioned what's really going on, and it's after it happens, it's not going to be so good after that either. So, whatever.
Oh, okay.
I digress. I don't want to mention in this chat.
Okay.
But, the most important part is that your kids are educated, healthy, happy, and that they actually get independent as soon as possible. And I really think that, it's great for them to learn how to garden, how to do certain skills like arts and crafts, and how to do woodworking and stuff like that, and metalworking. And I got a mini metal lathe that I like to use too once in a while to make special parts. There's just certain things you can do, and I think that that's actually important for kids to learn. We're the generation where we're pretty much set on what we're going to do, and the younger generation is the ones we need to concentrate on. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm scared for the younger generation, because they don't know hardly nothing. Some of them do, but it's just what you teach them.
Well, how many kids know how to plant food?
My daughter knows now, since I've been showing her.
You'd be amazing how many people don't know how to use a shovel.
That's crazy, Mike.
I know when I was working for the fairgrounds this one time, they'd bring over the kids from juvie, and so of course they had someone to watch them, but so I had to teach them how to use a shovel that helped me out at the fairgrounds there, and they thought it was amazing what that shovel could do. Otherwise, they thought they were supposed to lean on it, I guess.
Well, Mike, you're supposed to take the shovel and swipe the back of it with the blade up against the zombie's head. Remember the movies?
Well, we didn't have zombies back when I was working at the fairgrounds.
You said zombies. Yeah, some people don't even know how to screw a light bulb in. I'm like, are you serious? You don't know how to do that?
Well, 10 years ago, I actually read an article about New York City, and most of the people there are singly, trained to do a certain job. So it's like 1 out of 7 that know how to use a screwdriver, and I was like, what the hell?
I had a question, because I was just reading Misha's stuff that she has a daughter that's she's educated a certain degree and she can't get a job over it. Well, what I don't kind of agree, maybe I'm wrong with, so you can't get a job in your degree. So don't you look for another job? I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, is that an excuse? Like, if you need to get a job, you're going to find a job. A lot of them wait because they're qualified, and it's almost like, I'm not saying Misha's daughter's like that, but a lot of them are too good to get a job that I worked 3 jobs at because I needed a job.
Well, probably because she feels that, look, I got a degree and I should be able to find a job. And I mean, I agree with her. It is pathetic that because my stepdaughter, it was my stepdaughter or whatever. She had she went to school, finally graduated communication or something like that. she can't find a job in Texas at all. But sometimes maybe you have to go out of the, out of your, what is it?
What you're qualified for?
Yeah.
Misha, I wasn't
maybe
meaning towards you.
Go like maybe move 3 hours away or something like that. Or
you have two choices when it comes down to something like that, because the degree already guarantees you a job if you use that degree for a certain thing. Okay, so even if you're not trained in the same field, they want people with degrees to actually fill that job. Okay.
Oh yeah, they do, and they want them to pay. Another thing is they might have them jobs, and then they could pay them less. And the people that didn't go to college and are more experienced, I don't know if I'm saying this right, they, lay them off, and the people that have the degree, they could pay them less, because that's what happened to my best friend.
People more money, but the point is that number two, if you don't have the job in your area that you desire, you have to move to the job.
Yeah. See, maybe she'll find something, you never know, but maybe, she has to branch out if that's going to be, or she might have to go back to school and do another, have another degree.
Well, this is the point with degrees. It's good to have a degree because it opens doors for you. But number two, if it doesn't have and work in your area, you need to move to the area where the work's at. And number three, you can always find a job somewhere else doing what you want to do without a degree.
Yeah. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or without work experience. But work experience is one of the most important things. Do you think anyone would hire me without work experience, even with a degree?
Yeah. But hopefully she finds something. I mean.
Yeah. No, Misha, I didn't think your daughter was lazy. What I'm saying, and I'm not even really comparing to your daughter. What I'm saying is I find a lot of people that want to go to point A to way above having high pay levels, or they're too good to work the small job that I might have worked. Sometimes you need to work the small jobs, like you said, for the experience to add on to a resume. And you could have a degree still, but it's not going to lower your standards here because you took a job that was in your field and added more to a resume.
Yeah, right. And the thing is, Misha, like right now with the economy and stuff, it's probably very hard now. It's probably hard.
My sister graduated from college with a chemical engineering degree. I had to loan her a truck to go to Detroit to work for, what's that manufacturing stuff up there in Detroit where EDM or whatever it's called, for like 3 years before I got my truck back. It was trashed, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Brand new truck I bought for her. Yeah. And EDS. She worked for EDS. And I went up there and I brought the truck back and drove all the way back to home. And then I just turned it into the dealer and cashed it out. But she couldn't have done that job without, me getting her a truck.
Yeah.
Without getting her something to drive around that Detroit, back when she worked for EDS. And, it's not just education, it's also family that helps. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. Maybe she doesn't, maybe it's a sign saying, she needs to be closer to family and not maybe,
Well, yeah, now she's a major manager of an engineering team at T-Mobile.
Oh, okay.
So she works in Seattle now, and she's doing great.
Oh, that's good.
So are you blaming her that she wrecked the truck? Or you're blaming the streets in Detroit how the truck got wrecked?
No. I'm just saying that sometimes you give a helpful hand up to your family, your friends, and whatever. And you have to have humanity.
Well, if she would have lived in New Orleans, the New Orleans streets would have wrecked her own truck. Because
Oh, I know that. I
we
know
have
that,
a
but
lot of potholes.
I've been in New Orleans many times.
We have a lot of potholes, and the city never fixes the potholes in New Orleans.
Well,
You
I
know,
can.
me and my wife actually, Nola, went over there to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, whatever it was, during Halloween. Huh, that was a fiasco from
Oh
hell.
my gosh, Halloween?
That was a while back.
That's funny.
We had fun. We got the only hotel room left, and I swear to God, the water pipes were really screwed up, and the pressure was really fun. You know, taking a shower there was an experience.
We have Halloween. We have Halloween all the time over here.
Well, Rachel, I can tell you this much: your roads are not as bad as Detroit. I'm guaranteeing you that.
You sure? Because
I will tell. And remember, I wrecked a couple cars in Pennsylvania, so I'm going to tell you. But I've been in many parts of the states, and Detroit beats every one I've ever been to. They're the worst roads all over. Honestly, they're really bad. They're starting to fix up I-75 a little bit, but no, you get to the wrong back roads, and they're really hard on your car in there.
well, our back roads and stuff, but like if you're in the city itself, like in the city of New Orleans, our roads are bad. Like, I mean, you might have a crack. It's sunk in down here. You have to go like 2 miles an hour to hit the. Oh yeah, it's like bad.
And Pennsylvania was bad too. No offense, Misha, but that's why MT kept joking about all the vehicles, 2 of them, and both of them took a really beating in Pennsylvania. Our cars.
They even tore up the toll road over there on the eastern part of Pennsylvania. For Christ's sakes, that thing's a mess too. Even today, and you go down Philadelphia. Last time I was there, a mess.
Well, we just came from there last year. We went and met MT in real life in Pennsylvania, and I went to all the states. Going to Arizona, I've been in Florida. I've been all over the states a lot. And
yeah, last year you met a lot of people.
I never had 2 cars go down on me before. Like our RV is broken down, but it was the worst shape that it went completely gone in Pennsylvania. And then we lost our brakes in Pennsylvania. Both vehicles were damaged badly after that trip.
Yeah, you met somebody in Arizona, right?
Well, it was more San Diego, California, but when I was in Arizona, we went to San Diego, California. I don't see him too much. I think he's probably busy. But yes, I met the first guy. The first channel was in San Diego.
And then y'all went to Texas, right?
Oh yeah, which I met Kathleen Elliott.
And then
I went to Kentucky and I met Crafting with Fury.
Yes.
And then last year I went to CMT in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, hello, welcome, ladies. I don't speak your language, but welcome.
I don't know what that is.
And Misha is just asking, Pasha, did your test come back to your son? How's he doing? I mean, he's a lot better now, but did he get his test back? She's asking.
Wow. Oh, you know what somebody was telling us that her husband went to go get a test done.
Mm-hmm.
He left and he filled out the paperwork and stuff like that, and he left and he never got the test done. Well, in a paper he gets in the mail and says his test was negative, but he never got it done.
So he never got the test done, and he gets to saying that that's really screwed up.
Yes.
Yeah. He never had the test done, so he's got other person's test results.
Wow. They both from Russia. I think.
Well, we got a lot of stuff coming down, in the pike, and so I think we all need to think about it. And I'm not going to really say much on this channel because I don't want to, because I know what's happening, and you have no idea what's coming down. None.
The person I heard said that it was positive.
This is not about the virus or nothing like that.
Oh, other stuff. Okay.
Anyways, I'm going to hop off, and hope you have a good night. And it was nice talking to y'all and chatting.
Nice talking to you too.
Yes, nice talking to you. It's very good. I hope anytime you're always welcome to come up and chat when you want, Drop.
Yeah, no, you're very cool, and I love you very much. And Mike's
Thank
cool, and Misha and Nola, and good people. I like good people in this planet still.
Me too. Yep.
Yes. Good night, Drop. Where's Mike at?
Oh, he's got his sound off. He's probably going to get a snack and stuff his face.
Are you watering the grass, Mike? Getting coffee. You can't drink coffee right now. I don't know. Mike might be sleeping.
I think he's aware. He could have went and did some more. Maybe put the water hose. He was like doing the water outside. He could have ran outside because he had to do some watering, or he's having coffee. Or what if I left and said goodnight? Just leave.
He's getting more pain meds. I know. Maybe he talked too much.
Well, it could be getting more
laughing with the bra. That was funny. Or he might be eating Jello.
I don't know. Mike, where are you? Everybody's asking about you. There he is. He heard us. We're waiting for you. Mike?
You have to swallow the Jello.
You got
he's not drinking coffee because he shouldn't be drinking no coffee. That's for sure.
I made it back. Had to make a deposit.
Oh,
a deposit?
Yes.
I do banking online.
He does tinkling online.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That deposit. Oh boy.
Never don't.
Yeah. Well, I think it's been 3 hours. I wanted to talk to you for a second after Mike, if you don't mind. And yeah, you too, Rachel, if you want to stay. I'm going to get going.
Yeah, because I got a question to ask you.
Yeah, it's been 3 hours, and then I might come on tomorrow night. I'm going to use up my StreamYard. I'll see how much time I have, and then they'll kick me off. I know that much because I already have a notice already. I don't have apparently that much time. I don't know how. I didn't use that much up, but anyways. So I'll probably come on for a live stream tomorrow night, whatever, until I use it up till the end of the month and I have no more live streams. Then I'll have to maybe actually do some crafting or cooking or something.
Good night, Lisa.
I don't know how many hours you got left because that one live that you left, it stayed on forever.
It shouldn't have because I shut the thing down. What happened was my internet kicked me right off the whole thing. And I came back in and I went right in the chat and shut it off.
I remember that because I was like answering people and I'm like, what happened? It was just a dark screen.
No, I got kicked totally off. I came back in and I said, oh, screw this because of my internet. I went right in back in the chat and put end broadcast. So I don't know why it stayed on because I ended the broadcast.
Yeah, because when I was scanning around in YouTube, I kept seeing that you're still on. So I click over there and still a black screen, no one's there. And okay, I'll have to scan into someone else.
Yeah, no, I don't know. They could add all those hours, but I really was not on. I came in and literally ended the broadcast. But anyways, yeah, good night, guys. Thank you all for coming. Everybody, fantastic night, okay? Bye, guys.
Good night, Misha and Drop and Passion and everyone else. Good night, Rachel.
I'm going to stay on because I got a question to ask.
All right. Good night, Misha, Passion. Drop, thank you for coming on. And yeah, see you later, guys. Thanks for everybody coming through.
Yes, good night.